There we go. All right. So first of all, I hope everyone is having a fantastic weekend so far. Thanks for being here. Thanks for giving me 2 hours of your life. Definitely a great investment on your part to really, create more of an opportunity for all of you to not just one, get really good at charting, which we're going to do for the next hour and 45 minutes here, but more importantly, have more confidence in your trading like career, like one of the biggest breakdowns that we have is that we just have no idea like what we're doing, right? Like we have no, like I was the same way too. All right, I see Walter, I see your message. Yeah, so go ahead. I'm gonna talk for a couple minutes here. So go build your TradingView account. So I'm gonna be moderating the class today as well as leading it. So if you guys have any questions throughout the class, I just request that you raise your electronic hand. Okay, so if we all can real quick, I just want to practice this. Okay, so I know that, so I make sure that everyone knows how to do it. So if you're on a computer, you want to look down the bottom of your screen, and it should be like a button that says reactions on it. You want to click on that, then click on raise hand. So please do that right now, everybody. Okay, if you're on a cell phone, I believe, if I'm wrong, please tell me in the chat, but I think you have to like hover over your name and then click on like raise hand somewhere in there. So if everyone can just raise their electronic hand, like literally I want 100% here, and I'm gonna wait until everyone's hand up because this is the only way really that works for me to lead the class and answer questions at the same time. Okay, I'm not gonna have time to look at the chat every couple seconds here, but if you raise your hand, I'll be notified about it right away. Okay, and then I'll get to you as soon as I have a stopping point in my class. I will call on you guys. All right, so we're at about 70% right now. So AG, Aaron, An, Devin, Janet, Quinn, Rema, Ruth, Tom, and Vin. All of you, please raise your electronic hands. For N, are you on a cell phone or a computer? I'm speaking very loud, by the way, right now on my Zoom. So the volume has nothing to do with me. And we are recording this. It's probably your own speaker system because I speak very loud. So either turn up the volume or get headphones, whatever you gotta do there to help you out. Christian Winey, that should help you out there, my friend. Let's see. Okay, great. So we still have a few more hands here. I'm waiting for everybody, seriously, because this is important. You matter to me, and I don't want to do this if you have a question, right? So I'll make sure that I can see your hands. Okay, we're almost there. We got 6 more to go. There we go. So Janet, Ruth, and Kim, waiting for you. And also Ann. So Ann, maybe try going to Google real quick and like Googling the problem. Maybe because Google, Dr. Google, as I call it, they know everything. So go Google the breakdown you're having, and then they'll tell you how to do it. So Janet, Ruth, and Kim, please raise your hands as well. I'm looking right at your names. So I have 2 screens here. You're only seeing one. So I'm able to monitor the participant list on my other screen. So that's not it, Ruth. It's going to be a hand, not a clap. It should say raise hand. There we go. You got it. Perfect. Great job. So Janet, Kim, and Ann, still waiting for you 3. I have a commitment to all of you, by the way, so I'm not going to move forward until all of our hands are raised. Or unless we just cannot figure it out in a couple more minutes, then I'll start going. But Janet, Kim, and Ann, do you guys have any problems with it? I know, Ann, you're dealing with something right now. Janet, and okay, Janet, please raise your electronic hand. There you go, Ann, you got it. Great job. So Janet and Kim are the last 2. So we're waiting on you guys, ladies or guys. Actually, Kim's a guy. I know Kim. What's up, man? Cool. All right, Kim, you're the last one, my friend. Please raise your electronic hand if you can on Zoom. If you can't, just go in the chat and type. Like, tell me if you can, because you're the last one. Kim, waiting on you, my friend. Can you raise your electronic hand, please, on Zoom? Because if you have any questions in this course, you're not going to be able to type it in chat. So if you cannot hear, it's on you. Make sure your computer is not muted or anything like that, because I'm speaking loud and clear. Can everyone else hear me on your side? Please type in the chat if you can. Okay, great. So Kim, it's just you, my friend. So look at your computer. Maybe you're on mute or something. I don't know. Maybe go on Zoom on your phone or something if you're on your computer or vice versa. But everyone else hears me loud and clear. All right, so I know that Kim's there. So Kim, you did not raise your hand. Jen, I think you did. So if you both have any questions, just I guess put something in the chat and I'll get to you when I can. But I can't promise you I'm going to see it. So only if you raise your hand will I get to you for sure. All right. So thanks everybody. So please everyone now lower your hands. I think I can just do it for you. There we go. Cool. Little Zoom hack there. All right. So if you have any questions during the class, please raise your electronic hands, just like you did. Okay. And then I'll get to it as soon as I can. All right, so first of all, welcome everyone. We are recording, good, awesome. All right, so this is the official charting class, right, from the Traders War Room that we're doing. We have an hour and 40 minutes. I could probably stay a few minutes later, to be honest. And my commitment today, my intention is that we build as many charts as we can, honestly, the time that we have. I'm going to be explaining like the methodology, like why I'm putting this indicator on the chart. So like, why am I putting the moving average at the 21 on there? Like, what's the purpose of that? So the first few ones that we do, I'm going to be explaining in detail everything I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So it makes sense to you logically. Okay. So I don't just want to like have you watch me for 2 hours and be like, oh, that's cool, bro. Like, good for you. I want you to like watch as I'm doing this, like doing it with me. So I'll pause during the class. So you can like build the indicators with me as well. So we could do it together. Okay, my intention is that by the time you finish this class, you guys will be freaking charting experts, and at least in the respect of building what I build with you today, right? So like drawing your trend lines, support resistance, your Fibonacci lines, your moving averages, your entry triggers and stop losses, looking at patterns, having the moving averages, know what they are, knowing how to use them. And this is going to apply to both swing trading and day trading and also scalping. Scalping won't cover that much because most people don't do that. I mean, like 1 minute scalps, right? Most of us are probably day traders or swing traders. So real quick, because I do want you guys to participate as well, so I don't bore you to death all day. So in the chat, can you just say what kind of a trader are you? Like, are you a swing trader? Do you mostly day trade with options? Or like, what do you guys do? I'm really interested. So if you can in the chat real quick, just type like, what kind of trader are you? Let's see who we got in the room. So we got Roots at both, right? We got Richard, swing, day. Awesome. Long term, got it, Eric. Swing scalp, James for sure. Michael, both, cool. Enrique, I see you. Awesome. Oh, there you go. Christian's got it down to a science, 80% and 20% day. I like that. Tristina, swing intra and scalp, very nice. Yeah, so thanks for saying that about the word confirm. So one thing that's great about these charts, ladies and gentlemen, is that they're fantastic for confirming like what you're doing, right? So for example, like I do algorithms on our Discord server, right? So if you're on the Discord server, you're a premium member. There you go, James. I don't know if you guys have been following it all, but I even made like an algo update channel on top where the announcements are on our channel. Man, they've been like murdering this market. Like the last few days when the market like shit its pants. Apologize if I curse if it offends you, but I really did. Like those suckers like killed it. If I were to add up all the channels, literally, like I just did one channel, by the way, and I showed you guys a $430 move of premium. Like, and that was a Thursday to a Friday swing. That means that there was almost like no theta left over at all on Friday. So just to make it clear for people that have no idea what I'm talking about, right? So theta is like all the extra stuff that goes into option pricing that would buffer your strike. Like so for example, like let's say you bought like I'll give you a real life example, right? So Tesla was at $1,104, right? A few days ago. And we had a short signal on the algos that said, hey, like we're shorting the sucker at 1104. So if you would have bought like the 1100, yeah, thanks, Tricia. Don't worry, this is not an algo class. I'm just doing a very quick thing about it real fast, and then we're moving on. So if you would have bought the 1100 puts of Tesla, if you could afford it, of course, on Thursday, I think, right into Friday, I think it was Thursday to Friday, I believe it was, or Wednesday to Thursday, one of those days. You can see the results in the Discord server. Tesla went from 1104 to like 1004 or 1010 or 1020. Okay, in like a day. So imagine if you would have bought those 1100 puts, right? Let's say the price went down $80. So if you would have bought that in the beginning of the week, and let's say, right, you would not have made $80 of premium. Like, right, you take the difference of the prices, 1100, let's say, and like 1020 where it dropped to, that's $80 difference. And you times that by 100, right? That would be what? 80, that would be $8,000. So now you won't actually get the entire $8,000 because there's some theta in there buffering the price. If you buy in the beginning of the week, right, that's going to limit your profit. Now, as the week goes on, theta gets less and less and less in the option price. So that means is, for example, if let's say the exact same move of Tesla happens on Monday to Tuesday, right? It goes 1100, it goes down to 1020, right? It's an $80 move, but you might only make like $4,000 on it, right? $5,000 because of the theta buffer in there. And every day that goes by, though, right, theta gets more and more diminished, or it gets less and less and less. So you might make like 4,000 on Monday. If it happened Monday to Tuesday, you might get 5,000. If it happened Tuesday to Wednesday, you might get 6,000. If it goes Wednesday to Thursday, you might get 7,000. And if it goes Thursday to Friday, you may get pretty close to the full premium, which is the difference of the two prices, right? 1,000 minus 10, 20 is $80. 80 times 100 again is 8,000. You would have made $8,000, right? Essentially on a swing almost overnight. So it was really a fantastic call out by the algorithms because it was a Thursday to Friday call. So if you literally would have bought just one contract, just one of a Tesla put from Thursday to Friday on that $80 move, just so you all know, you would have made $7,000 to $8,000 on that one trade. On that one trade, right? On an $80 move. Now, imagine this. I added up, okay, all of the moves, all the stock price moves of all of the ones that I have in my day trading algo channel, which is all like the big boys, right? So like Amazon, Tesla, SPX, Shop, and Google, right? The main five, which I have in there because they're the most expensive ones for sure, but they move the most. So if you could afford it, if you have like a larger account, this is how you make as much money as you can and we'll be able to in the market, like for sure. I would tell you if you have like a large account, 25K or more, just follow the day trading algo channel, nothing else. And you will seriously, if you even just pick one stock, like you just pick Tesla and trade every Tesla alert that goes on there, seriously, your return right now after 8 days would be insane. Like I haven't even done the math yet, but literally I'm gonna sit down probably tomorrow, go through the algos, by the way, were launched on Thursday of 2 weeks ago. So they were only in operation for 8 days when people were actually in the channel and doing the trades with them. I'm gonna go through every ticker manually. I'm gonna add up the entire move stock price wise that it did over it again and again and again. And I'm gonna figure out what the math is of how much the profit was. But I'm telling you, it was sick. So on Thursday to Friday, I believe, okay, the total move of Amazon, and it's in the Discord channel, you can look at the proof. I have the snapshots and everything too. It went from, so Amazon, Google, SPX, Tesla, and Shop. So those five collectively made a move. Thank you, James, for mentioning that. So by the way, real quick on tangent. So you have to be a premium member to get access to the algorithms. And if you are a premium member, then message me on Discord and I will give you access to them. Okay. You don't have it automatically. It's an invite only kind of thing. Okay. Because if people don't want it, they're not going to ask, right? I want people that want to be in there message me about it. Okay. Because that means that you're actually interested in it. You're actually going to, have a good chance of following those signals, right? It's for your benefit. So anyway, so I added up all of those five stocks, right? Tesla, SPX, Shop, Google, and Amazon. I think I missed one, right? Those five. And collectively, okay, together, they've had they moved stock price wise. I added them all up. $430 was the move. Now, on a Thursday to Friday, when theta is mostly destroyed at that point, I'm guessing, but if you would have bought an at the money put on every one of those when the alerts went off, and they did, like they went off before the drop, like they saw it coming, you would have made it at least, and please hear this, okay? You would have made it at least $35,000 in one day, just off of trading those five stocks with the algo alerts. That's it. Like that's how insane they are, okay? And they make the most amount of money on big swings like we had. So if the market's trending up a lot, like we'll catch the wave and we'll kill it that way. If the market is like trending down like a flush or a plummet, they'll catch that too. So they mostly operate and thrive in trending environments, right? Now, if you know anything about moving averages, some of my more seasoned guys here and girls here, what you'll know is that moving averages only work, especially on the smaller time frames, out of consolidation periods, right? When you have like a really tight window, like a $5 range that Apple is in, actually probably maybe like a $2 range, right? moving averages won't really help you that much as much as like a $10 range would, because in a tight range, the moving averages will cross each other. So they're very inaccurate. And some of those moving averages are what develop the algorithms, right? So they're looking for breakouts, which we're going to go over today, right? Pattern breakouts. They're looking for trend breakouts. And when they have a breakout, that's when they alert the Discord server. So if you're not doing algorithms with me and the other 98 people that are now doing them, like seriously, get a premium membership, send me a message on Discord, let's get you involved. Hey, I already made a video on how to use them. We already have a walkthrough. I'm actually going to do another video tomorrow, like really Barney style, how to use them. But I promise you all, what I recommend you do is just pick like one stock you like. Okay, and I have 3 different channels. I have like one where you could do like the most expensive one, mid-range, and very cheap. Okay, so there's something for everyone. Okay, and that's all I'm going to say about those. Okay, here we go. So now let's get into this thing. Okay, because I want as much time as we have here for charts. And I have to stay. If I have to stay a little bit late as well, I will, because I did promise you 2 hours, right? All right. So here is a base chart of Apple, right? So let's start with Apple because Apple is my favorite stock. Okay. Excuse me a second. I gotta drink some water. I'm talking so much. There we go. All right, let's do this. All right, so let's begin, right? So first of all, everyone make sure you're in the daily. Actually, I'm sorry. Let's not do that. Usually everything works in the daily, but for this class, everyone start with the monthly chart. Okay, so kind of lesson number 1 here, okay? Whenever you're building a chart from scratch, you always want to start from the larger time frames, okay, which is the monthly view. And the reason why is because me personally, when I'm trading like stocks, you know, I do a lot of swings, honestly, in my personal career. I'm mostly looking for long-term bullish stocks, right? So there's a really cool feature in TradingView here, which I'll show you guys. Once my mouse comes back to life, it's in my other screen. There we go. So you can actually go here to the little paintbrush guy, and you can go to curve. So what you can do is you can actually draw a curve like so. And what you do is you want to kind of start at the bottom, link it up with one of the early candles, and kind of have it run. And you could even, here's a cool thing too, you could actually even move it as well, in case it's a little bit off, right? But what we're doing is we're drawing a bullish curve, right? This is Apple, right? This is a monthly chart of Apple. And as you see, right, just looking at Apple on the monthly, you know, this is a very bullish stock, right? I mean, look at this sucker. Since 2019, this thing just took off and it's been running the last 3 years now, right? Like insanely, right? In a really nice bullish wave. So whenever I trade stocks personally, right, or ETFs or whatever you're trading, you know, I personally only trade the strongest stocks out there. Why? Because they're resilient. They're not going to dump because there's a bad news press that happens, right? Or like some other meme or hype thing that comes out. They're resilient. I mean, look at even Apple in the last couple, like the last week, right? I mean, we just had a week, right? Let's see, this opened at 177. The high was 182. By the way, I'm looking over here, guys. If you could see my mouse right here, is where you can actually look at the data for the candles, right? Can everyone see my mouse right now? Sorry, I want to make sure I'm not missing anybody. Can you all see my mouse where I'm moving it? Please say in the chat. Okay, thank you, Richard. So right here, okay, so keep your eye on here when you're looking at price. Okay, so look, right? This is how strong Apple is. This is, by the way, I'm sorry, these are monthly candles, right? So the low was 168, the high was 182, right? The open was 177 and it dropped to 450, right? So if you look at the chart though, I mean, even though the market's been kind of like wobbly the last few days, right? I mean, Apple's still in the curve. It's still in the trend. It's still doing, you know, a very bullish move here. It actually landed on the curve, right? If we're being real about it. But anyway, so you want to look for stocks that have really long bullish charts. Let's look at some other ones, right? Just real quick. We have Google, right? Google's had kind of a consolidation period, but look, still in a bullish rhythm here. Okay, long term, same thing. They have a nice bullish move, right? I drew that a little bit wrong. Here we go. We can start here. Take a little wider. So this one's a little wider. But look, right? Google's in a nice bullish trend. Well, let's look at, so we have Apple, Google. Let's look at Microsoft, another big one too. Microsoft has a beautiful one, right? a really nice, steady, right? You can actually draw like a trend line. By the way, trend lines on TradingView are located right here. So click on the little line with the 2 dots, click on trend line, and then just start from the bottom and draw your way up. Boom. Right, obviously these are kind of like the outliers here. You want to go from the, so the way you want to build these kind of trend lines is you want to like start from like the bottom and you want to kind of go through and like hit as many of these candles as you can. Okay, so also make sure you're on candles over here. So that's why like these are outliers, right? Because these don't fit the trend of the stock. So this is the trend. And Microsoft actually had a really beautiful run, right? From June until December. And then they had just a really nice sell-off. Now, if you look at this line though, right? I want someone to tell me, do you think like, is this surprising at all that Microsoft like kind of fell this much considering the trend? What do you guys think? Say in the chat, please. So Michael said no. Yeah, it's normal, right? Exactly. Yeah, great job, guys, right? So it's actually, to be honest, right? You know, if you're a TA person a little bit at this point, it's very kind of like obvious to see that Microsoft like is very overbought, right? Like if you had the RSI up here, which we'll have in a moment, like this is probably very overbought, right? Like this thing got bought up like crazy, and now the market is correcting and coming back to the curve, right? Coming back to the trend line. So it's not a problem. So what's great about the monthly, and yeah, thank you, James, right? No reversions to mean. So we're going to look at that later as well. We look at 21 EMA, right? Exactly. So it's like well overbought, right? And it's way outside the normal healthy range of a stock. That's why it's probably dumping a little bit. So so to be honest here, it's kind of to be expected, right? Because, you know, a stock can only go so long with that much bullish momentum. I mean, look at even Tesla for price, right? Like Tesla had a huge run and then it sold off eventually because like nothing runs forever, right? Nothing runs forever. So this is very healthy. This may even come back down here next month to like, you know, the 286 range. By the way, the prices are over here to the right. So look over here for the prices as you kind of move your cursor around. So right now we're in January. This might come back down to the 275, right? Who knows? And then from there, launch off forward, moving forward. So the monthly charts are a great way to get some perspective on what's going on. So you're not like shooken out or surprised by it. Like honestly, you may even wait until it reverts back to the trend line before you get long calls or you get bullish positions on Microsoft moving forward, right? Because of this one trend line. And that's just one, right? So let's get back to our Apple example real quick. To click on a new ticker, you click on where it says Apple, you click on it and type in Apple, or if while you're in your window right here, you can actually start typing Apple also. Any letter you type will go to create a, essentially go to the ticker. It's really easy to use, right? So let's move forward here. So this to me is like the basic curve of Apple, right? And as long as it stays within here, it's a bullish like trending stock, right? So here's what we do. Okay, so we're going to start adding our indicators here. So first one we're going to add, so on here, guys, you want to click on indicators. Okay, and the first one we have is volume. Okay, next one we'll do the RSI. Okay, what is the RSI? So the RSI measures, wow, this one's kind of weird. It's got like 2 lines on it. Hold on a second here. So the thing about TradingView to be responsible for is that when you type in like RSI, there's like a billion RSIs, okay? So you want to find like the right one. So I actually like one that does what's called an RSI divergence. Like they're actually like looking for divergence. So actually, I'll show you, this is actually a really good one because it's color coded. So go to the RSI divergence, 5 and 14, everyone, and please update that on your charts right now. Okay, so I'll give you guys a couple of minutes here to do that. Please let me know when you're done. Okay, and whatever the default parameters are, just keep those in play. Okay. And while you're doing that, let's go to Microsoft real quick. Let's see what happened. Wow, so look at that dump, right? If you actually look, okay, actually, I'll wait to show you this, guys. We actually could have predicted the drop of Microsoft by looking at the RSI alone. I'll teach you that in a second here. So everyone, when you're done loading this up, please type in down in the chat. I'll give you not long. Well, actually, the first chart, maybe I'll give you guys some time because this is the first one. But after that, we're going to be flying through these charts. So I'll give you like 2 more minutes here, everyone. Please let me know when you're done. Awesome, awesome. If you have any problems with it, please let us know in the chat or raise your hand and I can see your hands raised. By the way, so you cannot unmute yourselves, everybody. Okay, that's by design. So this way I control the class and how we go. We don't get interrupted by anybody accidentally. So Quen, so what you're doing is you're going to click on indicators right here. You're going to go to search, type in RSI, and click the one that says RSI divergence, and then even more, click on the star. This way it's in your favorites. And then double click on the indicator. See how it did it again? So it created like two more charts here. All right, so please do that real quick. Yes, default should be 514, Corey, correct. Yeah, just use the default parameters. Okay, so I'll give you about 1 more minute, then we'll see if, once again, I don't want to leave anyone behind here because I'm really committed. Yeah, Clarence sees it. He's like, WTF, mate. Yeah, it's like clear as day, right, Clarence? Like when you look at it from a monthly view, you're like, oh, no wonder why it dumps so much. Like it's so obvious. And that's kind of the power, everyone, of indicators, is that what they do is they measure price action. Prices, right? These are prices. Yeah, super obvious, right? So looking at charts, everyone, from monthly, weekly, daily, like every day, like even for a minute, is healthy for you because you might see something which Clarence sees, which is a bearish divergence, and you'd be like, holy crap, I should probably start shorting Microsoft right now, or buy some puts, or sell some, call credit spreads, or get some, put butterflies to maximize on the move, right? Like you would have saw this a month ago, beginning of January, right? Okay, so is anyone not done yet? So in the chat, if you are not set up yet with the RSI divergence, please let me know right now. Like, please type it in. It's okay. I want you to leave here with a fully like ready to go chart and you're like ready to kick some butt. Okay, Enrique, so are you having a problem with it? Do you need more time? Like what's going on? Talk to me. All right, anyone else besides Enrique? All right, Gladys, you too. So one more time, Enrique and Gladys, watch, okay? Very simple. Click on indicators right here, top of the screen. Click, go to search, type in RSI. Oh, you're on your phone, Gladys? Oh, this is going to be a lot more complicated for you. So on your phone, you're going to have to like scroll on the top of the window, which is up here, to get to indicators. And then from there, do this. I really do not recommend doing this on your phone, everyone. If you're on your phone, I would say, Gladys, like get to a computer as quickly as possible and hop back on this course. Because it's really not going to work for you at all. We're going to be drawing stuff today, a lot of stuff. The good thing, everyone, is that you can actually, and this is actually why I love TradingView more actually than Thinkorswim, which is my preferred platform actually, because TOS is phenomenal for charting. I'll show you a little bit of it later. Okay, Enrique, you're good to go. Because it's very easy to use, and what you see here on this chart is exactly what you see on your phone. It's like a one-to-one mirror, which is fantastic, right? Because you can actually create these charts, and like when you're at work doing your day job, or if you have a job like mine that you don't like, you could like go to your phone, check it on Microsoft, you'll see exactly what you're creating on here. You will see on your phone, like literally almost identical. It's insane because it's hands based. Yeah, I got you, Christian. No problem. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, remember, I'm recording this class, everybody. So no problem at all, okay? If you can't follow me, don't worry. I'll send you the recording afterwards, and you could do this on your own with TradingView, okay? No problem. I got you, Gladys. Yeah, so Ruth, look, for this class, Ruth, I really encourage you to use TradingView also, okay? I use them both. I use both, okay? If you follow my Twitter at all of those charts are TradingView charts. Why? Because they're super easy to create. The colors are beautiful. It's really clear. And I would even say it's like they're kind of sexy, like they're easy in the eyes to look at. You look at Thinkorswim charts, like, oh my God, like they're like so like monotone and like monogram and like oh my god, like they literally hurt my eyes. I mean, like they're not pretty at all. So they're now it's a really powerful platform. I use it, but if I had to choose one to use forever, it would be probably TradingView, just because it's and also the robotic charts on TOS. Yeah, exactly, right? Like they're very robotic, Clarence, right? So I want you to have charts that like they look nice, they get you engaged, like, and also, right? I'm like probably some of you guys, right, and girls. Like I have a full-time job. I can't be on my computer all day, so I have my cell phone with charts on it, and I'm looking at TradingView to like see what's going on. And it's so clear, it's so amazing. I love it. Now, if you have Thinkorswim, everyone, if you don't know, you create a chart on TOS, you then load up on your phone, like your capabilities are like greatly diminished. Like for example, the Squeeze Pro indicator that I love and use and endorse, I have it on my Thinkorswim computer, but it is not available on my mobile app. So I'm like missing out on a lot of moves and triggers on my phone, right? Because I can't see them. So literally, like TradingView is like legit. And you could, by the way, if you like the Squeeze, which I strongly recommend you all use the Squeeze. If you haven't heard of it, you have no idea what it is, and you're like, Alex, what are you talking about? Okay. I did a class a couple weeks ago called Explosive Indicators, where I go into deep dive into the Squeeze and literally how amazing it is. Like I'm talking about moves of like the $400 move that Tesla did, like you would have saw with the Squeeze indicator. Like no BS, you would have saw it. You would have got calls. You would have made like what is like $400 move. That's like a $40,000 profit for every one contract you would have bought with Tesla when the Squeeze was happening. Okay, $40,000 on one freaking trade, and you would have saw it coming with the Squeeze. And I'll actually, you know what? I'll even show you on TOS that exact trade just to prove it to you all. Okay, it's phenomenal. Anyway, we're gonna move on. Okay, so is anyone else not set up for this? Okay, now all the indicators that we do, it's the same process, right? Go into here, type it in, edit, then boom. All right, we're moving on. So next one we have, okay, so the first thing we do is the RSI. That's for the bottom. Okay, let's see, what else? I lost my train of thought for a second. Okay, actually, we can start here. So now, right, with this chart, we want to start creating our trend lines, okay? So the first thing you do, there actually is, James, there actually is. You could actually buy the Squeeze Pro indicator. And I say pro because I recommend you all buy it, honestly, because the pro version has a lot more opportunities to make money than the regular free Squeeze does. So I'm not trying to like sell you. By the way, I don't work for John Carter's company, Simpler Trading. He's the one that invented the Squeeze indicator. I don't know him. I don't work for him. I don't get paid for anything that you do with him. Literally, like my name on Discord, if you don't know me, is the Amped Squeeze Sniper for a reason, because majority of the money I make is off the Squeeze. Every trade I do, literally, every swing I do is based on a Squeeze, like period. John Carter made millions. He built a company around the freaking indicator. Like it works. It is, in my opinion, the most. Thank you, Kim. It is one of the most. I'll put a link, Tristina, in a second here. Okay, in my experience, everyone, it is the most, and I mean this, in my opinion, it is the most accurate and powerful future predicting indicator in existence in the market. Period. Okay. Yeah, you could probably. I think it might be a little expensive. I think it might be like $400 or $500, $600 here. Okay. Now Kim just said okay. So Kim, I told him about the Squeeze indicator a week ago. Okay, a week ago, he used it and he banked $100,000 on SPX. And he said it right in the chat. If you don't believe me, okay. In 1 week, he made 100 grand on one indicator, and I don't even know. I think it was like 2 trades, right, Kim? Was it like 2 trades you did, or how many trades was that for 100 grand using the Squeeze? He'll say in the chat. Yeah, 2 trades. That's it. Like, holy crap, right? Like, I mean, imagine, like, ladies and gentlemen here, like, listen, if you're, listen, I get it, okay? I was there too. I was brand new to trading. I didn't have any money. I couldn't afford a $700 indicator. Listen, I get it. I really do, okay? So maybe you're not ready for it just yet. But at least get the Squeeze indicator, the free one. There is a free one, okay? That's on TOS. It's on TradingView. And start learning how to use that, okay? Once you perfect that one, you want to even and now you're making money with it because you can with just the regular free Squeeze. Then you want to pivot into the Squeeze Pro, because now you have like 3 times as many opportunities. Thanks, Kim. Now you have like 3 more times the opportunity to make money in the squeeze, because there's 3 types of squeezes, right? You have low compression, medium compression, and high compression. The free one shows you all the medium compressions, which is great because there's a lot of them. But you then miss out on the low compression and the high compression ones. And by the way, most squeezes are on low compression. So you're missing out on, like, for example, the Tesla Move was a low compression squeeze fire. If you just had a regular squeeze, maybe you would have saw it, maybe not, but definitely you would have saw it with the Squeeze Pro. Okay, so listen, so if you want to buy it, and once again, I get nothing for this. Swear to God, nothing. I just love it to death because I've made so much freaking money on it. Okay, go to Google, type in Simpler Trading, Squeeze Pro Indicator. Okay, and then go to, see, I'll find it for you. Here we go, right here. The Squeeze Pro Indicator, John Carter. Boom. I'll put this link in the chat as well, okay? So you guys have the exact link, no miscommunication here. So in the chat, I'm gonna put the link for the squeeze. Okay, I'm sorry to plug it here if that's not what you're here for, but listen, we're doing charting today. Okay, this is the most powerful indicator I know of, I've ever seen, I've ever heard of, I've witnessed. Yeah, thanks, Kim. Thanks for that little plug there. Yeah, so I actually mentor Kim, just to be transparent. That's why he's saying, get mentorship. I do offer mentorship as well, everyone, through the Trading War Room. So if there's something you want to do, look inside our FAQ channel. I'll post it on here as well later on when we're done with the class. And I'll be more than happy to deal with Kim to walk you through exactly how to use the indicator. Okay, now you can also watch a video that John Carter made, because I love free stuff because I used to be broke not that long ago. So you can actually go to YouTube and then type in John Carter. I think it's called like the John Carter Squeeze. There you go, James. Yeah, if you want, James, just let's see here. Do me a favor, send me an email and just say that you want mentoring. I just want this to be more of like a systematic way for everyone here. So there's my email, everyone. If you want to be mentored by me, just email me whenever you have time this weekend. I'll email you back and we'll set it up. No problem. And by the way, I can mentor you in anything. So if you want squeeze, we'll do the squeeze. If you want to learn how to use the algorithms to make a killing like we did last week, let me know. I'll teach you how to use the, like, literally whatever you want, we will do. No problem. Okay. So on YouTube, this is kind of the stuff that I watch. You guys are watching, right? Like, so I do crypto stuff. I have comedy stuff, right? Whatever. So type in the squeeze by John Carter. Thanks, Sherry. And thanks as well. Awesome. Hey, I love you guys. So if you want mentoring, like, this is how I mentor, by the way. I'm very like chill guy, very enthusiastic. Explain the squeeze dynamic in 2 sentences. Okay, very simply, the squeeze will tell you when there's a lot of pressure on the price of a stock, and also will tell you what direction it's going to blow up in. Done, James. That's it. So this is the video you want to watch, okay? It's the one called The Squeeze by John Carter. Okay, I'll put this link in the chat. He does, this is, by the way, this is an old video. Like, I love John Carter's face in here because he, like, look at his face. He looks so funny, right? And by the way, he's a phenomenal guy. I've never met him, but like, they do webinars all the time, like free webinars, Simpler Trading. And when this guy talks, like, listen to him talk for a second. When he talks, like, you want to listen to this man. Like, he has such a great teaching voice that I'm trying to be like him, to be honest. Okay, listen to him for a second. So he has a really like nice voice. Oh, you guys can. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me share my sound. I apologize for that. Share sound. There we go. Sorry about that. Thanks for letting me know. And let me optimize sound. Okay, so let's do this again. Let me actually find a good portion of the video where he explains it.
Like a third of my position.
Okay, here we go. So we'll do a quick like 30-second snippet. Just because this guy, like, I love listening to him. He's really great. By the way, everyone, if you want to message me in the chat, do not direct message me, okay? Because if you have a concern or a question, someone else may have it too. So please put it in the main chat so we all benefit from it as well. Okay, so now I'm gonna play it again and you should be able to hear it now. Okay, tell me if you do.
average true range. That's another TradeStation indicator. 14
Can you guys hear it?
periods. It'll show you like the average range over the last 14 periods was $2. Well, great. You want to have a stop of at least $2 or you're going to get stopped out. Okay. And then if we go up one average true range, like $2 or whatever it is, it's going to be different for
So Clarence, check your sound because everyone else can hear it.
every stock. I'll take off like a third of my position and trail at my stop. And if we go up two average true ranges, I'll take off another third of my.
So anyway, that's him, but that's John Carter. Great guy. Honestly, he's really a great guy. He literally built an entire company around the squeeze indicator. Just let that settle for a second in your head. He built an entire company around an indicator, okay? Like a multi-million-dollar business called Simpler Trading that he runs. And he has like 20 traders working with him now. They have like, hundreds of members. I mean, it's like legit, and this year, he made at least $16 million in profits because I'm part of his community actually. Last year, I think he did about the same. Actually, maybe even more this year. I don't know. The guy knows his stuff, but every trade that he does, I learned this from him, is based on the squeeze. This is the squeeze, TTM squeeze, by the way. This is the free one in TOS, in Thinkorswim. Okay, so that's the link for you guys, okay? Let me just copy it again in case you didn't get it. So this is the link for the video. So if you want to start using the squeeze, okay, two things. One, you can watch the video, download the free thing. I also did a class called Explosive Indicators. If you want to buy that class, invest in that class with us, just email me as well and let me know. My email is in the chat, and I'll send you the information for it. But I literally, in that class, I go over some squeeze setups that we had in the past, including, I think, the Tesla one with that huge move, like how to identify it, what it'll look like, how to trade it, the whole nine, okay? Thanks, Clarence. So very cool stuff. Okay, let's move on. I talk a lot, everybody. So if I come a little bit off topic, you guys can let me know as well, okay? I get very excited about this stuff because, like, literally, like, if you were just seriously to trade, and I am not BSing you here, if you just trade, like what I'm going to show you today with the trend lines, the trading plan, the whole nine, and just RSI and the squeeze, you don't need anything else, period. Seriously. RSI, volume, price action, I'm locking up a chart, and the squeeze, and like that's seriously it. You won't need anything else, and you will make a freaking killing in the market. You'll be noticing things that no one else notices. Like, wow, Alex, like how did you know Microsoft was going to dump? Oh, because look, there's a bearish divergence here, right? Let's go over that real quick. All of our classes, Michaela, they're all $15. We have a flat rate for all of our classes because we want them to be affordable for everyone. Because I have a commitment that everyone, even like a high school student, by the way, can do these courses with us and learn and make money. Okay. Just so everyone knows, a little coming attraction. I'm actually going to be building an options academy that I'm going to essentially run out of our Discord server. It'll also be available on the internet. But my goal and my target is I want to target high school kids. Okay, I want them to be in the curriculum course with me. We're going to do live and recorded classes. I have a bunch of pros already willing to work with me on this, so it's going to be like very legit. I might even reach out to John Carter about it too. Who knows, right, for a class. But my intention is that in high school, right, you can start trading the market, even with like play money. Like go to TOS and go to like their paper trading. And you could do a course with us. There you go, James. Yeah, retired 25, right? Good for you, man. Right? Like that's something I want. I mean, seriously. My intention is that high school kids will trade with our community for 4 years, right? Even with just play money, right? Like they could have their parents buy them the course, right? Now, I will obviously make it affordable. I'm not an asshole. I'm not here about the money, FYI. That's why we charge $15 a class for an investment. That's worth probably 10 times that, right? But we do it because we actually care about you and your success. And I really do mean that authentically. I really, really do. Okay, that's why I even offer you the algorithms for free if you're a member. I mean, crap, we had one guy in our server made $3,500 in the last week alone. It cost him nothing, a $20 membership, which is nothing. That's like 4 cups of coffee or whatever at Starbucks, right? Like, look, we're not in this for the money, people. Just to say that word, okay, to get your attention. We're not, okay? Like, I can't speak now. My partners, I could tell you that we have a server with, like, listen, they're amazing too. Okay, they love people as well. We're all here for you guys. We had a meeting actually before this about starting to do like another tier, which would just be $20 more. Not even that much money, okay? That would include live trading, live question and answer during the market, right? Newsletter with actionable data and short and things like that as well. You know, thank you, James, right? Teach a man and woman how to fish. Yes. Okay, listen, I want you guys and girls to listen to my classes, engage with me, take the coaching and do it. And like, you know, within a month or two, like you're good. Like you're making money, you're happy, you know. So maybe we could even like quit your job, you know, and like do trading full time. Because that's what I'm doing, by the way, guys. Like I have a day job right now, which by the way, I'm like crushing it at. Like I'm the #1 sales rep of my entire company. Like I'm really good at sales, right? But they're not paying me nearly enough to what I think I'm deserved, what I deserve to get paid, right? You know, I won't get into the basics because it doesn't matter. But the point is that, you know, if you have a lot of worth, you know, and, you know, you could produce a lot, whether you're in sales, business, you have your own company, whatever, right? Like you should be paid what what you generate, right? So, you know, you might start this as a side hustle and you get really good at it, right? Even just doing swing trades. Like John Carter just mostly does swing trades. He does not day trade, FYI. Like 99% of his trades are swings. And he still made $16 million this year in just option trading mostly, right? Like that's it. So I promise you, if you learn everything today, you learn the squeeze pro indicator, okay, you have the RSI, you can read volume a little bit, and you can recognize patterns, seriously, like that's all you really need, okay? If you hear these freaking gurus out there telling you, oh, buy all this bullshit crap, oh, I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna curse because some of it is just really ridiculous, right? Like they're gonna sell you this freaking package for like $500. You're gonna have, you know, all this self-mastered content, blah blah, and they're showing you like 10,000 indicators on there. Like they're like that's a freaking scam. Like seriously, literally. If you can't make money with like 3 or less indicators and basic price action and mocking up a chart, which by the way, what I'm gonna show you is price action, right? Like doing trend lines and shit. That's price action. If you can't trade like that, okay, like listen, like then you shouldn't be buying something from someone else. It's a waste of your money, it's a waste of your time, it's very confusing, and it's nowhere near as effective as what I'm gonna show you is. Okay. So I'm actually curious because TradingView does have the squeeze, but they always have like a weird one. Let me see if this is the one that actually works. Let's see here. Let's try this one. And I'm actually going to match it up to I actually have Thinkorswim on my other screen here, actually right here. So let me actually see if they're the same. So I'm going to match up 2 charts side by side. I'm going to see if they're actually showing the squeeze accurately. So one second here, because I want to give you guys accurate information. Okay, not something that's going to like puff smoke up your ass and not help you at all. Okay, so I have my chart pulled up here. Let me see, is this the daily chart? Okay, it's the weekly. This is the monthly. Let me get the monthly chart here. There we go, monthly. Okay, let me check the squeeze. Okay, so actually let's do, let's go to the weekly and go to Apple. Because I know for a fact that Apple recently fired a squeeze. Actually fired a squeeze. Oh, yeah, we have some pretty ones here. So let's go to, yeah, let's go to Apple. Oh, this is kind of weird. Oop. Okay, let's go to Apple. Let's go to the weekly chart. So by the way, if you want to change timeframes, click here next to the ticker, scroll down and go to week. Okay, let's see here. So there was a squeeze happening January of this year. And I do not see a squeeze on this indicator. So this one is no good. This is what I mean. Like you have to like test these things because some of these indicators just they suck. So let's get rid of this one. So just, you know, I don't actually have squeeze on my TradingView personally. I'm gonna have it on my TOS. That's why I don't recognize which one it is right away. But we will discover that together. Let's see. Let's see, TTM squeeze. I'm gonna find you guys one that works here. Let's try Greeny. Nope, same thing. So in weekly, right? Weekly. So there was a squeeze in December to January of last year. So 2021. So let me check here. Here we go. So yeah, like right here. Right here, there should be a squeeze. And see how it doesn't show it. So this is a bad one too. Let's keep looking. We'll find one. And by the way, I'm purposely spending time on this because this is really important. Okay. I wouldn't be doing this if I thought this wouldn't give you value, make you a crap ton of money. Let's see here. This guy says he is. So by the way, the Squeeze Pro costs money from Simpler. So if someone says they have the Squeeze Pro, I'm really curious to check it out actually. Let's see. So we have January. So from November to January should be a squeeze. Oh, okay. This one, yeah, actually, this one's not bad. Let's see here. Oh, actually, no, this one could work. Let's see. Wow. You know what? This one's actually pretty good. Let me just verify one more thing. Just want to do another check. Okay, let's do what's another run? Let's do Apple. Let's do Microsoft. They've had a really good run too, so I'm sure they had some squeezes as well. By the way, if you ever get lost in your chart, you can right click and go to reset chart, and I'll show it like this, which is really cool. So let me look at Microsoft real quickly here. Okay, now let me look at the squeezes. Oh yeah, this one's good. Oh, this one actually is excellent. Wow. Wow. That's really cool. This really emulates and mimics the Squeeze Pro, like really well. Wow, there you go. You now can save $700 on your Squeeze Pro indicator on TradingView. Congratulations. So the one that we found is, what is it? The Squeeze. Let's put it right now. Oh man, I should have saved in my favorites, right? That was my mistake. TTM Squeeze. Oh, this is impressive. I like this one. Oh, here you go. This guy, I think. Let me verify. So start, double click it. Yep. All right. So good. This is great. Wow. We just discovered something together. Outstanding. All right. So everyone, please get this indicator right now. Once again, it was called the TTM Squeeze Pro by Beardy Fred. So please, everyone, get that, load it up on your chart. And this is amazing. Wow. I never thought we'd find a free one. That's badass. So everyone, load up that one real quick. I'll give you guys a minute. And by the way, everyone out there, you might be very attached to like, your own like Webull or TOS like charting. Like if you're one of those individuals, like please, for the sake of this class, just put that aside. I beg of you, be engaged with me in TradingView and learn and do exactly what I'm telling you to do. And I promise you, this is going to elevate your profitability like insanely. Just look at Kim if you don't believe me. $100,000 in 7 days. Holy crap. Like I should have him mentor me, right? So I'm waiting for everyone else. Yeah, so this is the one we're going to use because this one's really accurate actually. Let's see. Yeah, you guys talking about squeeze momentum indicator. I'm not sure what those are. Just for the sake of this class, just get this one, okay? So we're all on the same page. So TTM Squeeze Pro indicator by Beardy Fred. Anyone have problems getting the indicator, please say in the chat if you do not have this yet, because I want to wait for you. I don't want to keep moving on here. So does everyone have it? Ruth, I see you have your hand raised. Let me unmute you. All right, Ruth, go ahead. Unmute yourself.
I'm sorry. I didn't know my hand was raised.
Yeah, you're fine. No problem. All right. So the best way to ask this question, right, is not who has it done, because that's everybody. It's who does not have it done. So is there anyone that does not have the TTM squeeze and the RSI divergence on your chart? Anybody? Please let me know. Like, please, really do. It's okay if you don't. Like, tell me, and I'll walk you through it again. All right, give it 30 more seconds, and then we're moving forward. All right, we're going. Cool. So now that we have our two main indicators, okay, you want to be able to look at them. I love Clarence. Yeah, man. Hey, I appreciate your energy, bro. Like, if you can't tell, I get like super excited about the squeeze. Like, that's why my name on Discord is the Amped Squeeze Sniper, because that's all I trade. I trade pretty much all squeezes. and the amount of money I make is ridiculous. Oh, there you go, James. Hey, James finally got it, right? Yeah. My name is Amped because I'm amped up about life, right? In general, especially about this stuff. Very cool. All right, so let's move. Let's continue here, okay? So everyone, back to the monthly time frame. Now, for the sake of this, okay, we do not now need these indicators. So in this window, if you double left click, it'll maximize the window and minimize these guys. Okay, so everyone do that. Okay. And the reason why is because it's just easier to mock up charts when you don't have these in the way, right? Because then this becomes smaller, this window. So everyone double click here to blow this up because we're going to start getting to work in about a second here. Okay, so everyone, is there anyone that cannot double click? If you're on a cell phone, probably maybe, I don't know. But if you're on a computer, okay, you ready to go here? All right, so is everyone ready? So is everyone not ready? Please tell me in the chat. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Kim, man, Kim's the man. He's like, if you're a non-believer of the squeeze, he's like, I made 100 grand in a week using just the squeeze. So if you have any doubt about it, talk to that gentleman and he'll tell you what's up. All right, Sherry, no problem. Just tell me when you're done. All right, so while we're waiting for Sherry, just don't do anything. I'm just going to show you something real quick, okay? I mentioned before. So what we were talking about, me and the other guy, I think it was Clarence maybe. Sorry if I got that incorrect. Okay, the RSI indicator, okay, actually let's go through these really briefly, okay, because this is not a squeeze class. So I'm not going to be going through the squeeze, but I'm going to show you real quick, okay? This is something useful to know. So on the RSI, okay, does everyone see that there's like a, right, it's at 841, right, is the value. So look over here, right? The value is 840, right? The value is about $9 at the top. Yeah, this is the monthly timeframes. Monthly timeframes, okay? So you look at this candle, Microsoft is at the high, right? It's at the peak. The value is whatever the heck it is. It keeps changing, right? $8.41, okay? Then look at the value now on these candles, these two. You notice how they're lower? They're like 1.8. Now, does everyone see the difference, right? You have this one, which is like 9, whatever, 8, 9, whatever. And then you have this one out. This candle is above this, right? This is still, it's still going up. But look at the RSI though. It's going down. So does everyone see that? Please say yes in the chat. And if you don't, say no, because this is vital. Okay, great. All right, so real quick, right, Opal? So if you look at the RSI, right, on this candle, this is where RSI was the highest. That's how you kind of identify it, okay? And Andrea, look at, like, if you look at the RSI, right, it was at pretty much the highest, right, in August 21. And it was about 7, 8 over here, right? If you then fast forward now to even this candle, look at how much lower it is, right? It's like 1 or 0.5. So what RSI measures is like momentum. It measures the strength of the move. So because the strength of the move went down, even though the price went up, we now have what's called bearish divergence, right? There's a line going down while the stock price is going up, right? They're opposites. Price goes up, RSI goes down. Does that make sense to everybody? Please say in the chat. Okay, great. Now look, the opposite applies also, right? You may have a bearish trend, but then RSI is going up. That's now a bearish divergence. We actually have one, right? Well, not really. Yeah, actually even here. So check this out, right? You go here to here. Once again, that's an upward looking line. But look at the price. The price went down. Price went down, but the RSI went up. Whenever you have signals like that on any time frame, by the way, not just the monthly, could be on any time frame, you now have divergences. Okay, that means that there's a really good chance this sucker's going to reverse. It happens here too, right? So you want to look for these. Now, looking at the monthly chart, yeah, there you go, Clarence, right? So you look, right? I mean, look, we had a huge divergence. Like, even though Microsoft grew, even here, it's still weak. It's weak. Like, you would not, by looking at this monthly chart, you would not right now be buying calls on Microsoft. It is weak. Momentum is slowing down. It's primed for a reversal. I have no idea, James, what signpost is. You have to translate that for us. So like this is a clear signal. Like, dude, like maybe you shouldn't be going long right now. Even though Microsoft is still going up, it doesn't matter. You have RSI divergence, right? Bearish divergence. So this is something. Thank you, James. Yeah, I have no doubt that is. So that is something that you want to look for all the time, okay? And you can go down to any time frame, by the way, if you want. You can go to the weeklies, right? You can look for divergences there too if you want to, like whatever you want. Now, they're not always going to be 100% accurate, right? But you want to know what to look for, right? Like, for example, here's another one, right? Here to here, right? So here to here. Now, this is a little bit of, what this is showing you is that even though price is going down and kind of consolidating, right? After that first candle, this would show you that, hey, there's a good chance that Microsoft might be in a bullish move again because we have bullish divergence. And guess what? A couple candles after that, it breaks out of the consolidation and goes, right? So that, I just want to tell you guys real quickly, that is something you can use to your advantage as well, okay, to help you predict the future. That one, to me, honestly, is probably the second, maybe third most accurate indicator I know of for, direction. But it's great to use in conjunction with the squeeze, right? So like I said, I'm not going to go over the squeeze in this class. If you have questions about it, watch a YouTube video I sent you guys. Buy the Squeeze Pro on Simpler Trading. He actually does an entire training on it, on how to use it. And then worst case scenario, if none of that works, you could invest in the class that I did 2 weeks ago, I think, on explosive indicators or whatever that was on our Discord server. And then if that's not enough, just request mentorship from me, okay? And my email address is in the chat. All right, so let's start building our charts now. Let's have some fun. Okay, so you want to start with a monthly chart. Okay, always monthly because you want to look like big, right? You want to look big. So let's look at this. So let's start drawing some lines, okay? I always draw trend lines first. So what you want to do is you want to look for candles. Like what way are they trending, right? So here's one I see. Right, we go from, you always want to go from the bottom of the candle where the meat is, like the meat, right? Not the wick, the meat, which is like right there-ish. And then you want to go, right? You want to have it touch as many of the bottom of these candles as you can, right? So that line's pretty good, right? I hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one bounced, right? So you want to draw a line like this, okay? So there's one. Let's draw another one, right? Then we could do another one on the top as a channel, right? So we could do this too. So that we could say this is like a channel, an ascending bullish channel that Microsoft is now in, right? And as long as it stays in this channel, it's going to keep going up, right? So very useful to know. Okay, now we're going to look at, okay, our horizontal lines. Okay, these are prices. So click on the little arrow over here. Okay, go to horizontal line. Whoa, that was weird. There we go. Okay, and then what you want to look for, okay, is levels at time that have held, right? So like this right here, this held, right? Look at how many candlesticks bounced off. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles bounced off this one. Okay, now what I do is, right, because this is below the current stock price, is I change this color to green. Okay, and then I write monthly support. Okay, and then you can make the line as thick as you want to. I'll just do like that for now. Let's see. There we go. That's a really thick line, honestly. Yeah, let's go with this one. That's way too thick. Okay, there we go. Right, and then also what helps too is go to text alignment and go to middle and go to right. I'm sorry, top. Sorry about that. Top. There you go. This way you could always see it in whatever chart you're in. Okay. That's one. Let's draw another one. Here's another line that has held, right? 1, 2, 3 candles. So you always want to look for at least 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles to confirm that it's strong, that it's support. All right, this one also is monthly support. Okay, now let's look at, there's actually one more here, right? Right here. We have a third one. So this one also is monthly support. So you could even name these whatever you want. You can call this like monthly support, version, like 1x. This could be like monthly support like 2, meaning like it's stronger. And this one could be like, like strong monthly support, right? Because this is like the low barrel one that is on bottom of everything, right? And there you go. And you can start building. Okay, so that's like your basic lines that we're drawing. Okay, you always want to start with monthlies first. Okay, does everyone have that? Has everyone drawn these so far? Please say in the chat. All right, cool. Let's see. How are you labeling? So very simply, you just double left click on the line. So click once, click again. It goes to this setting. You go to text, go to show text, and then type it in and make sure the color is green, okay, because it's support. Now we want to draw our resistance lines, right? So same thing, right, which is about right here. This time, make this red because this is your resistance line, right? And then, and then double click on this one as well and call it monthly resistance. Okay, this one, because remember, because we're creating our charts on the macro scale to help us with the micro. And I like doing the colors because then it's very easy to know like what line is it, right? Okay, so then we go down to the, yeah, there you go, James, exactly. Resistance becomes support for sure. So then go to weekly, okay? And then I'm on a mouse right now where I could like scroll up and down, it has like a wheel. So if you scroll down on your mouse, it'll do this to the chart, okay? It'll like condense it. Okay, you want your chart to be like this, okay? Because you want to be able to see it here, okay? So then we have a weekly chart, so it's a little easier to see. Okay, now we can start drawing some more lines, okay? So the first thing that I see is I see a support descending line here. So I'm going to go back here to trend line. I'm going to start at the top candle, and I'm going to draw it down, okay, down to the monthly support. So this right here for me now, right? And this is a support line, so it's going to be green again. I like color coding everything. It just makes it easy to read. So this is weekly support. Do this at the top, at the right. If you want to be able to see it a little bit easier, make also the style green as well as the text. Okay, they always match in color. And if you want to be able to read this, maybe go out a little bit more, right? So now you can read what it says. So that's weekly support, right? And then let's see if there's any more prices we want to mark. So here's another one we see, right? So now you just want to become very like visual and observe, right? So you want to look at the chart and you want to look around. So I see that right here is another, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles bounce off this. So this is also a very strong price for support. So label this weekly support. Okay, and this is all you do. You just start building your lines. This is another one right there. Weekly support. All right, and then we could do one more right here. This is a big one. Look at this guy. This thing held all the way. So this is like really strong support. So like strong weekly support. All right, coolio. All right, so I think that's all for now. Okay, cool. So now we have that, right? So now let's go to the daily. Now, John Carter, I learned this from him. He mostly trades from the daily, right? So you build your charts first on the monthly and weeklies, but majority of your trading, especially if you're a swing trader, is going to be from monthly charts. I'm sorry, it's going to be from daily charts. So John Carter is a huge proponent of daily charts, okay? Huge, okay? Now, the next thing we're going to build on here, okay, we did our trend lines, we did our support resistance, right? We have our volume, we have our RSI, right? Which we could see. We have the squeeze, which is fantastic, by the way, because I actually could see, wow, if you actually would have just followed the squeezes on this sucker, oh my God, I could see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Wow. So I would have I see right now 9 squeeze opportunities of calls that I would have gotten in on Microsoft since May of last year. That moved at least, who knows how many dollars, 5, 10, 20, 30, $40 every time. That's the power of the squeeze, my friends. It's amazing. So let's get back to this. So now let's build our moving averages, okay? For daily charts, we want to do the 21, the 50, the 100, and 200. Okay, 200 is like the last resort support. If your stock price goes below 200, like GTFO, get the you-know-what out, because that thing is dying, okay? Seriously. Okay, so let's go to indicators again. Let's go to moving averages. Let's try, let's see, which one do I have here? Actually, I'm sorry. The 21 is always the exponential. So let's do the EMA. I just want one of them. Let's see if that satisfies here. Here we go. See, every indicator does like 3 of them. It's just ridiculous. So go, actually, no, actually, this is interesting. So go to, see, but I want something that's like easier for you all, not like complicated. 1 second here. Let me find a better one. Let's try this guy. EMI. Oh, here we go. Perfect. So for the indicators, the one we are selecting is type in moving average exponential. Okay. It looks like this. It's actually under technicals. So it wasn't actually designed by anybody. It was designed, I think, by TradingView. Okay, so go to this one, start. Okay, we're going to do one of them. So the EMA we have. So you want to go to it over here. Once you have it loaded up, click on the little gear guy, go to inputs, and go to 21. Okay, now for the color, I don't like this color. It's kind of weird. Let's use green. No, I can't see that. Yellow. I want something like bright. There we go. Yeah, let's use purple. That's perfect. Okay, so we got purple, right? So purple is now the 21 EMA. Okay, that's what we're going to call it. Now, also, if you want to see your charts a little bit like blown up so it's easier to see, check this out. There's a little box right here that has 4 arrows on it. Just click on this, and it maximizes it to full screen. So it's a lot easier to see. Pretty cool, right? And then just, bring it down here. There we go. All right, and you're good to go. All right, so what I do is I like to build my charts and then expand them. Moving average ribbon. Yeah, nice, James. Thanks. Yeah, I'm only going to have one exponential moving average though. The rest of them are going to be just regular simple moving averages. So that's one, okay? Then from here, we want to build our 3 simples now. So let's go to indicators, type in simple moving averages. Do this one because we're going to do 3 of them. Actually, this is perfect. Yeah, do this one. 50, 100, and 200. Okay, star that one, load it up. Okay, then for that one, oh, I can't do more than 3 in the free one. Oh, ain't that some nonsense right there? Okay, well, then I guess we'll have to do this instead then. If you have, so I actually have the squeeze, I have the TradingView Premium, so I could do more than 3. But for this class, let's do this. Let's delete the 21 EMA. We'll just do all of them into one. So we'll do one indicator with 4 moving averages, including the 21, just for this class. It's still pretty accurate, but the 21 exponential moving average is the one that you really want to use here. So let's do moving average again. Let's see. I'm trying to find one. Oh, this one's times 4. I'm trying to find one that has 4 on there. All time frames. Here we go. Oh, let's do this one, guys. Let's do the simple moving averages by Crypto Collider 802. Star that one. Unstar that one. Oh, I see what it is. The third one. Hold on. No, it's fine. Okay, so let's do. Wow, can I not change these? Oh, that sucks. Well, that's pretty limiting. Let's delete that. Okay, so let's not do that one. Let's see here. Da-da-da. Moving averages. Let's see. I'm trying to find one that has four of them. Let's try this one. Bitcoin consensus. Let's see if that works. Start that one. Man, why don't these guys let you change them? Jesus, who designs these scripts? Like they're so limiting. All right, one more time, and then I'll just do 3 of them for now. It's fine. Let's see. Da-da-da. Come on, it's got to be one person out there that lets us do 4. Nope. All right, last one. Last attempt. Yes. Love this guy. Okay, so we're going to do this one. So go into the 5 moving averages, 10, 50, I'm sorry, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200. Everyone select that one. It's by Paul JC79. Okay, and then the way you modify it is click on the little box right here, click on the little gear, and we're going to do 21, 50, 100, and 200. Okay, take off you can uncheck the 5th one. We're not going to use it. We're just using these. Okay, and then go to style. Wow, those are really thick lines, aren't they? Just do these. Yeah, just do the thickness. Go to the smallest one, right? So click on the color, thickness. Awesome. And we don't want purple because we already had purple as our, well, actually, no, we don't, because we changed it before. Okay, great. So purple, then it's fine. So then uncheck this one. So it should be these 4. Okay, make sure all of them have the smallest thickness, right? Deselect the 5th one, and we should be good to go. Okay, perfect. Awesome. All right, so this should be now our chart. So as you guys can see, right, our chart's already looking pretty good, right? So which one here is the 21 EM, the 21 moving average? So that is the red. Okay, so fundamentally, right, just speaking from a pure technical perspective, whenever a stock price is above the 21 EMA, it's bullish. Whenever it's below it, it's bearish. So if you're looking at this chart, right here, we're across the 21 EMA and it confirmed. Like even the start of this morning, you would have started essentially like being bearish on Microsoft because 21 EMA or the 21 moving average. Think of it as like the mean price of the stock is what John Carter calls it. Like this is the price that's been over the last 21 days that like is either going to be strong or it's going to be weak. So a very simple thing that he does is he only looks for stocks to buy, like right here, that are above and confirm the 21 EMA, and that's when he would get calls and ride his baby out, right? And by the way, like that was a short squeeze down, short squeeze fire down, and that was a nice little slingshot here. So, right, using other indicators, we'll tie those in later as well. But for now, does everyone have all of this set up on their charts? Because once you do, we got, oh man, we actually have one more thing to add, but actually it's not an indicator, so it should be okay. So is everyone following along? Does everyone have their charts loaded up here? And you have exactly what I have, like exactly. Because if you're following along, your chart should be looking exactly like mine. Great. All right, Eric, I'll give you another couple minutes here. Mm-hmm. And I got your email, Eric. Thank you. All right. Click on the input again. Moving averages don't show. Yeah, so when you go to the moving averages, you can't just start it. You have to double click it to load it into your chart, right? So we have volume, TTM squeeze pro, RSI divergence, and 5 moving averages by these people, okay, in our chart right now. So you want to have all of these start and then double click them to load it up in here, okay? All right, anyone not with us? Because I'm moving forward here to the next element here. Okay, so one of the biggest questions I get, is like, how do you determine like price targets, right? How do you determine price targets, and how do you know like where basic, like support and resistance are, right? Just looking at the price action. So what I use, what I've been taught to use that I find extremely accurate in my experience, because it does automatic, price targets for you, is the Fibonacci retracements, right? So you go in to click on the little 3-4 lines over here, click on Fib retracements. And then what you want to do is in the daily chart, you want to find the highest price you can in the last few months, let's say, or so, or even the last 6 months or so. And then click here, click and hold down here. And then you want to drag it to the lowest price that you see in recent time, right? Which is actually this one. But we're not going to go over here. We're just going to use that line, go here. Okay, and then I usually go forward a few days. Now, once you have this, you then want to go to settings. We have to change them, right? And then go here, and you want it to say that label values on the right, like that, right there on top, which is perfect. Okay, and you also want to create some more. So we have the basic ones, right, which is the 0 to the 1. But then you also want to do, right, additional ones. So you want to do the 1 now, 2, 3, oh, I'm sorry, we already have some ones over here. So we're missing a couple though. So you want to do now 1 plus some of these that are below. So the 1, 2, 3, 6, you want to create also. Then we have the 1, do we have 1.5? Nope, so do 1.5. And then we have 168, good. Then 178. And I think that should be enough. And then 2. Yeah, that's all you need, because after a while you'll just create new Fibonacci retracement lines. Okay, so I'll give you guys a minute here. You want to match up your Fib retracement once again, right? Like mine. So what you do is you click on it, like click on the grid, click on the little black little circle here, click on the gear, and then inside here you want to two things, right? One, you want to see labels are right, so they're on this side. And then 2, you want to add in all of these. Okay, so add in these 4 right now. And I'll give you guys a minute. Sherry, you got your email as well. Thank you. Okay, so everyone set up your fibs to match literally what you see. So if you can't do it right now, you're having trouble, just take a picture then of the Zoom, like take a picture of the screen, and then you can look at it later as well. Okay, and also the recording. All right, so we're gonna move on. So then go to OK. All right, so now, okay, we want to zoom in. So scroll if you have a mouse, or if you want to also to zoom in, like click here, click, hold down, and then drag it to the left. Okay, that'll also zoom in, right? Because we now have our lines, right? We don't care about this stuff anymore. We have everything we need here, right? And here, and here. So you could zoom in. So let's zoom in. I also like to expand it this way so it's easier to see, right? Let's go here. Okay, and then we have our chart. So here we go, right? Let's take a little peek. All right. So this is what we have, right? And this is what it looks like. We have our monthly support, resistance, monthlies, weeklies, right? Whatever. Oh, look, there's also actually, so now we actually have some dailies we could draw, some daily lines, if you guys see it too, right? So go back here to trend line, right? From the top of the peak through the top of this peak. And I usually connect it down to the next trend line. So like here. And then because this is a resistance, because this is resisting, change this to red, right? You always want the colors to match. And then red, and you could say daily resistance. Boom, right? And this one here is weekly support. Now we just can't see it because, wow, look at how far down it went. So sometimes when you draw your lines, you got to kind of, come back to reality and just kind of modify them a little bit, right? So look, by us, check this out, all right, guys? just by drawing our weekly and daily lines, we now have automatically created, right, a descending little wedge here, right, between this line. So I'll make them fatter so you can see it better. So between that one and this one, you see how like it's like a slice of pizza or a slice of pie, like the shape that's in between these two lines. Does everyone see that? Does everyone see the descending wedge that we have now with Microsoft? Does everyone see that? If you can, say in the chat, please, if you do or do not. All right, Eric sees it. Everyone else, is it pretty clear? Like, right, if you could imagine what's inside here, right, but the price of Microsoft is coming down into a very tight space, right? Came down here, bounced off weekly support. So if you drew this out, you would have known, hey, it might bounce here. And look, it did. And look, it did it again. So weekly support is holding. So anyone else, everyone else see this? Okay, I'm seeing yeses, but that's not 32 yeses. So everyone else see this? Okay, great. So that's really powerful information, right? Like you could tell, like, wow, right now Microsoft is in a descending wedge, which by the way is a pattern in TA or technical analysis. Okay, I'll actually include a pattern diagram when, you know what, I'll just put it inside actually the Discord server and we'll email it out to you as well, okay? So this is a very common pattern. It was a descending wedge or descending channel, whatever you want to call it. So right now Microsoft is in this thing. So what's going to happen, right, is either it's going to break weekly support, you know, test this trend line and dump even more to the next monthly support, or it's going to break through this weekly support and go up, right, towards the monthly resistance. So now let's do some analysis on this thing, right? So this is good to know. So right now, you would not be doing, you know, really much trading on Microsoft if you were a swing trader. You would wait to see first, what is it going to do? So what you can do, right, is you can wait to see if Microsoft breaks out of this trend line. Let's say, for example, let's say like next week, right, on Monday and Tuesday, like the market is like raging, right? And Microsoft goes from here to like here to like here. And then, right, so we have one candle that breaks the trend line, okay, which is good, but you don't do anything yet. You then get another candle. So you always wait for a confirmation candle, always. You never trade a breakout, ever. Because what if the next day it dumps, right? You're screwed. So you wait for confirmation. So for example, let's say tomorrow or Monday, Microsoft goes here. Tuesday, it breaks the trend line. And then Wednesday, it opens up and closes here. Or you're in like a smaller time frame and it's now pushing higher. That now could be a confirmation signal to like get in. Especially if the daily closes on the bullish side, like here, you now have a breakthrough, a confirming candle, like you now should probably go long, right? Now, here's how we do price targets, okay? So the Fibonacci's, okay, they work in conjunction with the trend lines, right? The monthly resistance, the monthly support, right? They work in concert with, right? If you actually look here, here's a daily, right? A daily's trend line. Let me actually draw that real quick, right? I just saw that right now. So go back here, go to horizontal line. It's right here, right? On the 618, beautifully actually, because I told you these things are really accurate, right? This is, now it's kind of serving as resistance, honestly, in this chart. So make it red, daily resistance. Okay, great. So now let's take a look, right? So let's blow this bad boy up and let's take a look. So as of right now, right, let's look at this, right? So right now, Microsoft came down to 382 fib. You could look at, by the way, you could think of these as support and resistance as well. Okay, they're mathematically like from Fibonacci, they're mathematically designed to show, mirror, and match support and resistance lines. Okay, like really, really accurately. Now they're not perfect, of course. Obviously, the ones that we drew were a lot more accurate. But these things are pretty freaking accurate, if I do say so myself, okay? So you definitely want to use them if you can. All right, so Sherry, I see your hand raised. Go ahead. You could unmute yourself.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood you. You can ignore my hand raised. Everything's
okay.
good.
Thank you. No problem. So does that make sense for everybody, right? What I'm saying so far? So waiting for some yeses, some nos. Okay, great. All right. So listen. So this is exactly right a trading plan I would design for Microsoft. Okay, right here. So right now Microsoft is in a downward trending wedge, or you could, or even if you don't know the words, who cares, right? It's very obvious by drawing these lines. It's in a descending path right now, right? You look at the squeeze, right? The squeeze also has red bars. That's also bearish, by the way. Okay. So what I would do for Microsoft is I would wait for a break of these trend lines. So right now, it's literally, it dropped at the 382 fib, which was support. It then came back. So now the next target is the 05 fib. So my next price target on the upside is the 0.5, 312.74. Right after that, we'll be breaking through the daily resistance line, which is like right here, right, 316, or the next day is 315. After that, it's the 618 fib. After that, 786. After that, monthly resistance. After that, and so on. So very simple, right? Really, to create your price targets off of looking at just the fibs and these lines. So James said, I have a different fib. I use a candle. Yeah. So I don't recommend using the wicks because the wicks, James, do not show accuracy of buying and selling pressure. When these things closed, that showed that that's where the buyers or sellers like agreed upon was the price for the day. That's what you want to be using for your fib lines, right? And also for your trend lines. Okay, you don't want to be drawing trend lines at wicks. Like, what is a wick? So see how this big candle has like this long freaking little thin line after it? That's called the tail or the wick. Okay, you don't want to put a trend line right here at the bottom of the wick, at the bottom of the tail, because price was only there maybe for like 5 minutes of that day. You want it here where the bulk of the meat is, where buyers and sellers agreed. That is where they settled was the price for the day. Okay, that's a strong number. And if you look, right, I mean, check it out. I mean, look at the 618. It's like balance here, resistance here, balance here, balance here, balance here. Like, yeah, pretty cool, right, James? Very cool. Okay. And I'm telling you guys and girls, like, I don't know how, right? By the way, Fibonacci lines are mathematically drawn. Like, there's no, like, you know, they don't look at charts like we do and be like, well, look, this is a top here, or this is a bottom. Let's draw a line. It's all mathematical. But it's like crazily accurate. So I use it all the time, right? So here we are, right? We're looking at this. So here's what I would say, right? I would say, look, I'm waiting for a break of this trend line on the upside of Microsoft. So for tomorrow, it will be at least 317. For the next day, you know, at least 316, right? It's all very obvious. Just look at the chart. You want to look for a break on the upside or the downside, and then a confirmation candle. Now, I'm not saying wait. If you're a day trader, right, you wouldn't wait for 2 daily candles, one breakthrough and one confirm. You would have one breakthrough, then go down to like your 15, 30 hour charts, and then wait for a confirmation candle there, right? Because you're day trading. You're not going to wait a whole day and miss the move, right? Let's see here. Yeah, there you go, Tristina. Yeah, great job, right? So I would wait either for a confirmation break of Microsoft past this downtrend line, and then a confirmation, and then start looking up at targets. Boom, 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 right? And know that these are strong lines. So it has to first break the 0.5, right? Then it has to break this one, confirm, then break the 618. Okay, then from here, you would, so for example, let's say, for example, so this is how you would trade it, right? Let's say we had a break here, confirmation here, and we were now above the 618. I would then have maybe like, you know, a little bit below the 618 as my stop loss, and I would be going long to the 786. Right now, as the price moves up, you want to move your stop loss with it. Okay, so I highly recommend doing what's called trailing stop losses. Okay, because think about it, it would be pretty silly of us, right, to have Microsoft be right here, and our stop loss is all the way down here, right? Like, that's just lunacy. You would never do that. So a trailing stop loss adjusts on the fly. Okay, and by the way, brokers like Thinkorswim, you could do this in. Tastyworks, you cannot. Webull and Robinhood, yeah, definitely no, right? They're terrible for that stuff. Okay, those platforms, by the way, are not designed for risk management. Okay, Robinhood, Webull, they're not. They don't have trailing stops. They don't have ways to do this really easily. They don't. Why? Because they don't care, right? It's a bare bones platform. They're not designed to save you money. They're like a casino. They are designed to take in as many trades as possible. They then in turn sell the order flow to someone else. And every time you play with them, they get paid. I'm just being real with you. That's how it actually works. Okay, brokers like Thinkorswim, these other big ones out there, like they actually care about you. They actually want you to make money. How do I know that? Because they give you the tools to do it with, right? Very simply, that's how you know, right? You never listen to what anyone says, you listen to what they do. So very simply, right? So that will be my target on the upside. On the downside, I'd be looking for a break of the weekly support and a break of this trend line, right? So once it breaks this, I then have confirmation. Well, now I'm looking at 280, right? 236, then 280. So I'm sorry. So let me get back to what I said before. So what I would do is, right, if the price was here and your stop was here, right, as Microsoft moves up, you want to move your stop loss up with it. So this way you don't have a winning trade become a losing trade. So as Microsoft goes up, this is what I do, by the way, I move my stops up with it. Now I want to give it a little room to move so I don't get stopped out too quickly. So maybe if like, let's say if it's here, I'll be here. If it's here, I'll be here. If it's here, I'm here. Like you want to trail it. So this way, if it like reverses direction, like you still get stopped out and you're making money, right? That's the point about this, okay? So that's it. That's seriously all I do. So you might look at this chart and be like, okay, Alex, so we're saying that maybe like the 618 now is like the confirmation of a break. Like that is a confirmation of a price trigger to get into Microsoft. So what you can do is you can right click right here, right? Go to add alert on horizontal line, which is the fib. And you can say if Microsoft is crossing up, right? Say 1 bar per close. Well, this is the daily. So maybe even like 1 bar because we're only doing daily right now. And then send you an alert like, hey, Microsoft just broke the whatever 618 fib and resistance, like price trigger to entry, or like or something like waiting for confirmation on next candle to enter. Whatever you want, right? Well, you can literally write whatever you want, and then you go to create, and then boom, you now have an automated price, James. Very cool. You now have an automated trigger that will alert you in real time, both on your computer and your phone, real time. The moment it crosses and it closes that candle, it'll ding you, and you'll boom. So check that out, right? So imagine you mock up all these charts, right? And you have all of your alerts in it. So you have one here for the breakout, you have one here for the breakdown, and you're just waiting. Check this out. You then do not have to any longer look at charts all day because you already have your charts set up. Like they're ready to go. All you're now doing is waiting for your phone to blow up with alerts. And that's it. Now, I'm really interested in you guys. Like, imagine living a life where you don't have to look at charts all damn day, because let's just be honest, it's destroying your eyes and making us, go dumb, right, in our brains. What if you could do something like this, like seriously, like once a week, right? You load up your old Microsoft chart, you update it, you update, things like, you update the price alerts, you update the fibs, move these over a little bit, and then for the whole week, you now have this to use as a reference. So Kim, as long as you have the alerts activated on here, it'll ding your phone automatically. As long as you have TradingView, the app. So you have to have the app from the App Store of TradingView on your phone. So thank you for saying that, Kim. I didn't say that before. Okay, because then if you go here in TradingView, click on the little alerts tab. Look at that. Here's all your alerts. And you can modify them, you could do them again, whatever you want. Yeah, thanks, Sherry, right? Yeah. I mean, literally, you can literally actually enjoy your life, right? Spend time with your family, spend time with your friends, like do other things in life that you care about and not be glued to these charts. Because I'm telling you, if you guys know me at all, I am all about automation. Like I was trained by a multimillionaire guy who developed passive income businesses for a living. And he trained me. I spent like $8,000 on it, but it was worth it. He trained me how to do it too. And I literally could develop and create just so you guys all know, you can give me any business you have. You can give me any idea you have, literally anything, because it doesn't matter. I'm going to walk you through the structural, strategic way to design it, to actually build it so that it can eventually become 100% passive income business. And by the way, our Discord server is a residual income stream for me, right? I can literally walk away from it because my responsibility to it, just so you all know, is I am the chief technical officer, right? So my responsibility is that all of our technology works, all of our bots work, all of our analysts have what they need, and that we have the feeds that we have. Just so everyone knows, that's it. Like these classes, just to tell you a little bit about me, these classes that I do, the algorithms, my participation in the server, that is all extra. I do not have to do that at all. But I do it because I have a commitment that you all exceed, do well, make money, the whole nine, okay? Because I really, really do care about you. And I'm demonstrating that by being here, right? Obviously. So in life, right, people like to talk the talk. Well, how do you know if someone's legit or not? Well, do they actually, right, like walk the walk, right? Everything I do, especially my businesses, if you're on Discord with me, you'll see, I send you snapshots of everything. So I say X, I show you X. I say Y, I show you Y. Like photos, proof, right? Because I'm very transparent because I want people to believe me, right? I want to have credibility in the brand. So that's how we do it, okay? So look, that is it, guys. Okay, we don't have to spend hours and hours and hours now, okay, building a billion charts. I mean, we could, probably be a lot of fun, but you know, we have lives, right? We have kids and it's Saturday, right? You know, we want to go get off our computers and do something with our lives. But okay, right now though, okay, and I recommend you guys watch the replay on how we built this from scratch, okay? Literally, watch it 10 times if you have to. It doesn't matter. You want to master this, okay? So for example, the only thing you would do every week is stuff like this, right? Let's say this is a chart from last week. Here's the modifications you would make, okay? You would click on the fib again and literally drag it over. So this way your fib lines are now within the week that you're in, like that. Cool, that's right now for next week. You then may look at, okay, what did the price do, right? Maybe the price, you know, like, I mean, look at the 0.5, right? This is another daily marker. Like, look, I just noticed that. That is also a line we can draw right here. Because look, it bounced off of it 1, 2, 3, 4 times. It might happen again. So we want to identify this, right? As a point of interest here. And then click on it twice. Oh, see, that's not it. It's above it. Man, I have to get really into this one to see it. Hold on a second, sorry. I gotta like really zoom in to see this line. Right here. So that line, thank you. Oh, actually, that's right. I already drew it actually. Oh, very cool actually. So we don't even have to even draw another one. So this red line, right, is a daily, right now it's daily resistance, right? To be fair, because we're below it, but that might change, of course. So red, have it here, great. So look, now we just have another line, right? So now our price target for Microsoft next week is the 0.5 fib, because that's also daily resistance. After that, it's breaking this downtrend. Then after that, 618. After that, 786. Like, it's like so simple, right? It's like so easy. After that, here. After that, here. And then right now, as the price goes up, you could always adjust and add more lines if you want later on, right? Like right here is another trend line I would draw, right, for the daily. Because look, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bounce off of this one as well. So draw this too. Okay. You're only drawing lines that have like 3, 5, 6, 10 bounces off of it. Okay. Those are known as strong levels of price. Boom. What else we got here? Okay. And that's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. It's really simple. Okay. Now, starting this Sunday, I did promise you guys, I'm going to go through like, not every one of them. I said I would go through all the algo charts, but that's a lot of tickers and I have a life too. But I will do probably 5 to 10 charts, especially the big ones like Apple, like especially all the ones like Amazon, Tesla, Shop, SPX, and Google. The 5-1, the day trading algos, I will definitely do those. Yeah, bank sharing, right? We have earnings in companies, right? So this is also good to know. And then what I'll do is every week I'll update those charts that you could use for yourself and for the algos, and I will put them in one of the free channels in our server, okay? So even if you're not a premium member, it'll still be free. I'll give you access to it, no problem, okay? Yes, SPY Sherry is like the smaller version, the more affordable version. That's an ETF. It's called the Spider of like the S&P. SPX is like 10 times the value of SPY. So if SPY is $400, SPX is $4,000. Okay, and they're different because SPX is cash settled. That means that if you buy and sell options on it, you can't get, what's the word? Like you can't get, Jesus, I can't think of the word right now. Like, you know how in regular options, like you can't get like where like you have to like now buy the shares. Thank you, James. Exercise. Thank you. I had a brain fart. SPX is what's called cash settled. That means that if you have an option that expires like in the money, like if it's a profitable trade, they'll just give you the cash for it, right? Yeah. But SPX though is cash settled. That means that they cannot be exercised. Yeah, but thanks, James. But if you don't have a cash settled like thing like if you have like SPY or you have like Apple and you're selling, yeah, exactly. Yeah, James has experienced this before. It's not a good feeling, right? If you're like, let's say, for example, let's say you were like selling calls on Microsoft for yesterday at like 3:07, you would have been assigned this call. Your broker would have called you and be like, hey, you now owe us, you don't have to buy these shares at $307, let's say, and sell it to, sorry, you have to buy them for $310, but you could only sell it to this guy for $307 because that's your strike price. And you now just lost, right? $3 on or $300 on that contract. So yeah, Kim definitely is an SPX trader. So definitely he says, hey, make sure you have the money before because it could be a lot more expensive for sure. Unless you're trading spreads on SPX, then they're a lot cheaper for sure. But Kim, I think mostly does nakeds like calls and puts. Yeah, there you go, James. Thank you. So if you are buying and selling calls, people, listen to James. Jam Carr said the exact same thing. Okay. He never, ever lets an option contract expire like at the end of the day, right? On Fridays. Or if you're doing SPX on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, okay? He always sets a close at 5 or 10 pennies, 5 or 10 cents for everything he sells. That means that if you're doing, let's say you're doing like a vertical credit spread, right? On Microsoft, let's say like at like the 313 level on Friday, you would have kept the entire premium. Now, instead of waiting though, he would have closed it out at 5 cents or $5 because he doesn't want to risk getting exercised after hours, which by the way can happen. Okay. All right. So now went over that. So now I want to show you guys, okay, how to now use this for day trading. Okay, for my day traders here. So you build the chart on the daily. Okay, always. It's like a hard rule. Always build it on the daily time frame. Now for day trading, right? The smallest time frame I recommend to go down to is 15 minutes, okay? So we'll do the 15-minute chart here. And let's play a little bit, shall we? And let me load up these guys. These are important too. Okay, great. So this is, okay, hold on. Sorry, I got to adjust. Oh, I got to adjust my fibs because they're like way out here on the daily. I can't even see them anymore. Here we go. Sorry. Give me a second. Here we go. I just want you to be able to see them. Okay. Whoa. Okay. So let's see here. Okay. So what's really cool about the trend lines, right, is that they'll show you the labels on any time frame, which is really cool. Okay. So let's say you're trading Microsoft, right? Look, here we are, right? We had a breakthrough right here. I'm going to zoom in so you guys can all see this. Okay. Oh, Jesus, sorry. Yeah, make sure you don't move your fibs like I just did, okay? So look, right here, right? Crap. Sorry, I gotta zoom out again. I need you to be able to see the fibs, and they're like all over the place here. Okay, actually, this is fine. We'll do this. Okay, so right here, right? We had a break and a 786 fib. Okay, does everyone see that? The price right here broke through. It's a little small, I apologize, but I want you to see the Fibonacci in the month stuff here. Okay, so right here, right? I'll zoom in a little bit more if I can. Okay, so right here we had a breakthrough, right? And we all had a confirmation as well. So you would now probably do calls, right? And ride this baby up. Now, the second it comes below, right? Especially the moving averages, even on a smaller time frame, okay? Now, on smaller time frames, okay, you would not be using the 21, 50, 100, and 200, okay? You would be using the 9 or the 8 and the 21 or the 20, and that's it. Okay, so let me do that real quickly because I want this to be accurate here because in case you watch this later. So let's get rid of these two guys. Okay, we're going to input the only two here. So let's see, enable second, third, fourth, fifth. So we're going to do the 8 or the 9. We could do 8 because that's a Fibonacci number. Then we'll do 20. Okay, so we're only going to have those two. Okay, boom, boom. Now, for the 9, you want to have that be green because that's a trending indicator that's positive. And then you want the second one to be red because that means price is going down. Okay, so once again, go to your FEMA over here, change it to green and red, right? EMA 1 and 2, boom, boom. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, actually, green doesn't work. Green is way too. Let's do. Oh, why is it even the color way? We could do green, but let's do a thicker color. I really don't like green. Actually, it's kind of hard to see. Let's do a brighter green, like this one. Yeah, there we go. It's a little better. And then red should be fine. Okay, so here we are, right? So if you look right here, right, and let me actually zoom in for this portion just to make it easy. I don't want it to be confusing at all. So let me zoom in. Turn off shading on fibs. Oh, thank you. I didn't even like to do that. Let's do that real quick. Thank you for that. 1 second here. I actually like the shading personally because it's easy to identify the lines better, but just for this sake right now, I'll turn it off real quick. Let's see, visibility. Whoa, what did I just do? Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. So let's see, background. Oh, there we go. Cool. Oh, actually, this is kind of better. Yeah, thanks for the thanks, James, for that. Yeah, you can still see the fib, so it's fine. This actually works well too. So let's go over here, right? We were just right here. Okay. So right here, right? Man, it's a little hard to see, but obviously you would not be looking back right here if you were day trading. You'd be like looking over here, right? So actually, let's just look at this, just to make this easier for you guys. So let me blow this up, make it easier to see. We got the fibs. Okay, great. So right here, right, we're at the 618 fib, right? The price came here, it bounced off the monthly support, I believe, whatever this green line is, and then it went back up. Now it bounced off the 618. So if you're watching and you had this chart, yeah, thanks, James. That was a good idea there, right? You would have saw it. Look, it just bounced off of the trend line. It bounced off the 618. And if you look really, really closely, and I gotta zoom in for this. It's like so small because this is actually, oh, that's why, right? Okay, it bounced off the line. And then if you look, right, now here's what you want to do too, okay? And here's actually something I didn't do yet, okay? One of the most powerful things you can do to make money is draw boxes and play box breakouts. Okay, this is what I mean. Pay attention. This is like worth $1 million. Okay, you go into, I gotta find out where it is. Here we go. Go into this guy right here and go to rectangle. Okay, we then want to look at moments in time where the price was in a range. Okay, so right here, price was in a range, right? From that red line to that red line. You guys see it? It's in a range, right? From daily resistance to daily resistance. Yeah, right? It was sideways, right? So the way you play this or a box is you wait for it to hit the bottom and you play the bounce. Hit the bottom. Okay, this one kind of kept going a little bit, right? Because remember, you always want confirmation. So like this one, this is a really great candle right here you would have saw. Okay, so same thing, right? So look, here we go again. This is price is going down. We have, though, bullish divergence. Again, check this out. Going up, but price is going down. Divergence, and then look what happens. Boom. That's a good what? Close 320. That's a good $3.50 move right there too. Playing bounce on, yeah, for sure, right? So this is a great bounce to play because you have another another confirming indicator too, right? You have the RCI bullish divergence. You see that. You also see it banging off of our trend lines and resistance, right? Which is also now support. And once you have that, so once this candle comes in, right, that's the first one. Then you have the RSI divergence, and you have this candle, especially like I would get in like right around here. I'd probably go to the 5-minute chart and get in like right here if that was me, right? Yeah, and then what you do is, right, you then have a price target, right, which could be the next fib, right? But obviously, once it gets here, though, right, you didn't have this huge rejection candle, so you probably would get out right there, right? Because if you look, the 20 EMA is right here, right below that candle. So that you could use, you know, the entry is here, the out is here. So anyway, right? So look, so follow me here. This is how you play boxes, okay? This was not a box, by the way. This is how you make a killing on boxes, right? You're watching this box develop, right? It's in a range. That's a box, right? Don't worry about this or this. What you're waiting for is a breakout of the box and then confirmation. So right here, we had a breakout. Up, false signal. Breakout. Yeah, these are after hour candles actually. Oh, sorry about that. Thank you for that. So make sure you're also down here, it says regular, and you don't have extended, because that would be after hours, but that's not going to help you with this chart. So always play regular trading hours, okay? Now, oh, this looks so much better now. Okay, now, right? What you do is you wait for a breakout of the box, which would be this range, and then wait for a confirmation candle, which is that one right here. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I could draw like a little circle around there for you too. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, this is kind of cute. We'll do this one for now. Man, I just want a circle. It's like that hard to ask for. Let's see. I think I saw one over here. Let's see. Text, balloon. Wow. If you guys look right, this is kind of cool actually. They have a lot of added features on here, right? You could do like triangle patterns and ABCD, Elliott waves, like really cool stuff. It's really, really powerful. Okay, I don't know where it is, but whatever. So anyway, right? So you had a break here, right? So what you can do, right, is you can actually make a price alert for right here. So if you were, so if this was like today, right, December 21st, you could then make a price alert right here on your chart, right? You're waiting for a break and then confirmation. And look, you notice how the green line here, the 8 is above the 21. That's a bullish signal. That means that the short-term bullish momentum is up, right? So you want to, so this is good news. That's good. That's good here, okay? And then this is what I would do. I would set a price alert right here. Add alert, okay, right, crossing up, or actually even say like greater than, and then whatever the price is, which is about 328. So yeah, always make sure you type it in a 90, by the way, because they sometimes will give you the most ridiculous prices automatically. So Microsoft greater than 328 only, right? Only one time, right? You can even have it notify you on the app, Kim. So make sure you put notify on app if you want to get dinged on your app. They can send you an email. Then same thing, right? You would write Microsoft broke the box. Like time to get in, right? Whatever you want, and then go to create. Very cool, right? Very cool stuff. Okay, so I think actually for the free version, you're limited on alerts again. Like I said, guys, like listen, I freaking love TradingView. I paid for a premium yearly membership. It's fantastic, okay? And if you're gonna use it like I am to make a crap ton of money, do it. Because watch, if you would have gotten it right here, right, you then would set your price target for the next line, which is here. Once it hits here, fantastic. Move your stop loss up to here. You then go to the next price target. So your stop here. Now, a good way to have your stops go, everyone, on a trending only, right? Because remember, in a consolidation, once again, like my algos, you want to get this. Moving averages are useless. Look, they're useless in here. They go up, the green line goes up, it goes down, goes up, red line. Like it might work a little bit, but it's very wonky, right? You want a breakout. Yeah, thanks, Kim. Trailing stop. Yeah, good for you. Okay. I'm telling you all, if you don't know what the hell trailing stops are, Google it after this class. Research it. Okay, get a broker that has it. And I swear to you, you will make so much more money because now you're limiting your losses. Okay. But imagine if you got in right here on that candle and you rode this thing, right? So you got in here, your stop loss was right daily resistance. Now here's how you play the moving averages. Okay. You keep following the moving averages until they close below the 20. So on a day trader scalping, okay, you would listen, we don't even care about these. We're following price action. You would follow this thing all the way, and you would only get closed out right here. That closed below. So you would have had what? This was 328. You're stopped out at, so you would have had a $6 move on a call option or whatever, right? In like a day and a half. This would be a swing trade, right? Really cool. Convergence of fibs. I don't know. I'll explain to you, right? Now we already have our fibs drawn. So remember, just think of fibs to keep it really simple, everyone. Like their support, resistance, and price targets. That's it. Don't complicate it any more than that for yourself, okay? They're drawn. That's what we aim for, period. So you get in here, your target's here. You meet this, right? Your stop loss is right here now, right? The red line. You then next target is here. Sorry, everybody. And hi, can everyone hear me? Let me share my screen again. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. We're back in action here. Let me make sure I got my chat open. Okay, great. All right, let me get my one more thing. Okay. All right, so I just kind of walked you through, right, how you would essentially day trade or scalp using the charts that we've developed on the daily time frame. So now for my day traders here, can you now feel confident designing a chart like this, right, to actually start day trading, like tomorrow, Monday, Tuesday, whatever the market's open next? Do you feel confident in how to play the fibs, right? How to draw boxes? I mean, look, this is another box, right? They're everywhere. Here's another box, right? When price broke this box, boom, you're in puts, right? It broke back in, you're in calls. Like, it's so easy to trade these boxes. I, no kidding, know someone, real person in real life. All he does is trade boxes on swing trades. He makes over $400,000 a year. Yes, $400,000 a year doing nothing but trading boxes. You can make a living and a career off this, FYI. Okay, and then if you integrate things like trend lines, support and resistance, and fibs, and monthly supports, and trend lines, and then patterns, right? I mean, you're gonna kill it. Now, like right here, this is a cup and handle formation pattern, right? Look, here's the cup. There's the handle, boom, right? Kind of an inverse head and shoulders here, boom, right? Patterns are very powerful too to know, okay? And thanks, Kim, for saying that. I appreciate it. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, everyone. That's really all I had for the class. I did want to get through a lot more charts. I apologize, but we are out of time, and you know, I am responsible. I have a wife and family as well to be responsible to, so I have to go. But real quick, I'm gonna take 6 minutes of questions. So does anyone else have a question about anything we went over? Okay, listen, my intention was that you leave here. Remember, with the replay, by the way, you can watch this as many times as you want to, right? You have the ability to do this for any ticker out there. Okay, you're confident, you can do it. You know how to draw it. You've been instructed how to do it. You've also been trained how to day trade with the fibs, with the lines, with the boxes, with the moving averages. Okay, now, if you're trading swings, okay, you want to be using the 21 EMA, 50, 100, 200 moving averages, okay? Now, if you're day trading, right, the 21 is still good to know because in case, there's like a dump or something, but you want to be using the 8 and 20 and that's it, okay? Oh, there you go, Kim. Yeah, you should do a session on scalping. Oh, I totally can if you want to. Okay, so real quick, does anyone have any questions? You have 5 minutes. Please raise your hands in the Zoom. I will call on you. The video will be done usually today, Andrea, or tomorrow, the latest. Chuck, my partner, takes care of all that, but we'll get it out to you as quickly as we can, okay? And we'll have the replay or the recording in there as well. having a session on scalping. Hey, you know what? If a lot of you want that, like literally, like if you're really wanting that, seriously, like send me an email to this email address, and seriously, we'll host one. But I'm not sure if a lot of people in our service specifically do that. So if the demand's not there, I'm not going to waste your time or mine. But if you really want like a scalping class or even like a day trading class, I could do them both in one. Please email me right now and say, hey, like I want a day trading scalping class, okay? So any questions at all about anything we went over, anything confusing, thank you, Sherry and Clarence. Anything confusing for you guys and gals, anything not clear, anything you want me to go over real fast, we have like 5 minutes. Thanks, Eric. So anything at all, please, this is your time. Please raise your hand. Anne, if you want to learn more about the squeeze, watch that video on John Carter I put in the chat. And also, we also have a class I did a class on the squeeze a few weeks ago. You can watch that as well, okay? You can actually watch the class, and I'll show you a little bit more about the squeeze. If between that class, John Carter's class on YouTube for free, and the free indicator we just found on TradingView for free, which is pretty awesome, that should be enough. Where do you find the class? It is on our, it is on the Discord server, but if you want to buy that class, everyone, just email me and I'll give you the link directly, okay? So just email me that you want to watch the squeeze class. It was actually called Explosive Indicator class that I did a few weeks back. Email me and tell me that you want it, and I'll send you the information on how to do it, okay? Let's see. So EMA, I only use the 21 EMA, Andrea. Just 21 on the daily time frame, and that's it. And even the weekly can work too. That's it, okay? For day trading, now the 21 could still be useful there, but you want to have lower moving averages, right? Because there's more candles, there's more price action. So for day trading, you want to be using the 8 because it's a Fibonacci number, the 8 moving average, not exponential, the moving average, and the 20 moving average as well. Okay, so the 8 and 20, Andrea, you want to be using. And remember, right? What you're looking for with that is you're looking for a breakout of a consolidation. Okay, let me find one. Like even here, right? So here we are, right? We have a box. Let me draw a box here. Oh, crap. Here we go. Okay, I'm just gonna delete this one. So we have a box, right? That's like right here. Okay, this is another box. Okay, so once we have a break of the box, so first of all, look, right? The green line goes below the red. That automatically is bearish, right? But it might bounce, right? And go back up. So we wait for a break, see how it broke, and then it went back up. That's why you wait for a confirmation candle. Great example right here. You wait for a break, you get confirmation, boom. You probably get it about right here, right? You set your stop loss to the 20 EMA, and you ride it down the wave. Now, if you want to be like a really strong momentum trader, then don't even wait for the red to be your stop loss. Have your green line, your 8 EMA. Now, not just touching it, but breaking it, like closing below it or on top of it as you get out. So for example, you would get in right here, and then you would get out, right? This one didn't break it, right? It touched it, but it closed below the green arrow right here. You see this, guys? It bounced off of it, but didn't close above it. And this one either, right? This one was kind of on the line. So I probably set my stop loss a little bit above the green line, right? As you're watching this. So you would get in about here, right? Green's below the red, right? We have our confirmation candle. You get in here and your price target is a 382, right? The fib. Boom. You're out right here. You then see a bounce. Fantastic, right? You're fucking, excuse my language about that. Your stop loss now becomes the monthly support. You get in, right? And your price target is going to be right now. Your price target could actually be, though, this red line because this is resistance, right? And look, if you would have gotten like right here on the 5-minute time frame, you would have got out right here, right? Because you would have saw it reversing. But anyway, right? This is some little tips and tricks you can do. And yes, Janet, you definitely want to use the 1 and 5 minutes for scalping. If you're a scalper, you live on the 1, 5, and 15-minute charts. If you're scalping, yeah. Thanks, James, for the EMA as well. Let me see. Let's see, Henry. Please unmute yourself. What's your question? And yes, Richard, you always want to have a confirmation candle on the breakout. So if you have one candle that breaks out of anything, a line, box, whatever, you wait until you have another candle closing above or below to confirm the move is happening. And then also look at your RSI and other things as well, okay? You always, always, always wait for a confirmation candle. Okay, Henry, go ahead.
Yeah, just a quick question. What are some of the advantages you have if you're part of your Premier account? If you have the Premier account, what are some of the advantage?
Yeah, well, one, you could do like 400 alerts for one. With the free version, I think you could only do a handful. Also, what's great about it is that you could do multiple indicators. So I told you guys already, right? All you really need is the RSI, the squeeze, right? The moving averages, and that's pretty much it, right? Everything else you draw out. But you might want to use additional ones, and you can't do more than 3 on TradingView if you don't have a paid version of it. And honestly, Henry, like if you're honestly serious about making money in the market, you want to invest like real money into your trading. So I definitely recommend everyone buys a premium membership. Yeah, thank you, James. You only get 3 for free. If you guys want, I could post like my referral code if you're interested in helping me out as well with the TradingView. I think that might give you a discount as well on the membership. Just let me know. But you definitely want to invest in your trading, okay? Like you definitely don't want to be cheap. And I'm going to say that very bluntly, okay? If you're going to be cheap, if you're going to not be willing to spend money, okay, on your trading, like this is like straight talk here. You should not be trading. Seriously, just stop right now. If you want everything for free, if you want everyone else in the world to give you everything in trading, I'm sorry, but unless you are very fortunate or someone's giving you free content or premium content, whatever, and you are more than happy relying on people for the rest of your life, then hey, go for it. But if you want to be like very successful, retire very young, make a crap ton of money, and be independent, thanks, Sherry. Yeah, please, if you want a referral code, just please email me. I'm sorry, but there's so much chatter here, it's going to get lost. So please just email me at dcinteractive@gmail.com, whatever you need from me. So if you want a referral code with TradingView, great. Okay, so email me that. If you want the squeeze indicator class, email me that. Just email me whatever you want, and I'll get back to all of you today. I'll put in the chat one more time here for you, Janet. It's dcinteractive@gmail.com. Right there. Okay, so does that answer your question, Henry? And you're muted again. Does that answer your question?
Yes, you did answer my question. Another thing, so what if you're not a dead trailer, but you do want to do like swing trade every
then listen, then you're gonna live on the daily time frame. This is where you live. You live, survive, thrive, and trade from this time frame. That's it. It's that simple.
Okay.
Period. Yeah.
Thank you.
No problem. Let's see. Clarence. Go ahead. You're unmuted.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, sorry about that. I was feeding my daughter. I just wanted to know, did you get to my question in the chat about swing trading? So I'm looking at the 9 EMA and for the SMAs, the 50, 100, and the 200.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I need to know.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, if you're doing swing trading, you're going to use the 21, 50, 100, 200 for swing trading. The only time that the 8 and 20 applies is if you're day trading. Period. Make sense? Awesome. Okay, cool. Let's see here. Okay, Richard asked, yeah, I got like, I'm already over time here. Yeah, so the passive income class, kind of a unique offering that I did on Discord. So I create passive income with crypto currencies. Most specifically, I do with synthetic shares of stock. So I own, this is real. Like if you're interested, by the way, if you're interested in creating passive income class, I'm actually doing it tomorrow. So please email me and just say, hey, I'm interested, or I want to do the passive income class, and I'll send you the flyer and how to register for it. Okay. I essentially, so I buy synthetic shares. Right now I have Google, Apple, SPY, QQQs, VNQ, which is a Vanguard fund, and I think URQ or something like that. It's another rolled fund. And by owning them with the blockchain group that I'm part of, I get about 12% in dividends, like a 12% return every 30 days. So I'm making about 180% a year annualized APY in my crypto, and the entire system runs automatically. I literally could not touch it for a month. I'll come back and I'll see how much money I made, $400 or $500, whatever it is, doing nothing. All you have to do is set it up and structure it the way I'll show you. Yeah, it's pretty insane. Like, by the way, just so everyone knows, I actually hired a guy to build me a website to market this more because I want everyone to be doing this with me. And I'm even creating a crypto community with crypto trading, by the way. And passive income will be one of the things that we do in there as well because it's part of the crypto realm. So if you are interested in getting these literally insane returns, so please email me, okay? Email me. Quinn, email me, okay? Just email me, tell me you want more information, you want to register in this class, and it's just say passive income, I got you, okay? Janeth, great question. So I do about 150% APY in crypto right now, which is really phenomenal. In stocks though, I do the exact same thing. Like in the month of November, I doubled my entire portfolio 100%. So there's really no one that's good or bad. I honestly truly believe this is just me, not TWR, Alex talking to you directly. I seriously believe that there is more money to be made in crypto than options, hands down. Now, why do I say that? Because on January 6th, right, when the crypto market kind of crumbled down in the 3 days before that, I actually have already designed and I'm testing crypto algorithms on another server of mine that's separate from TWR. And in that week, when the market crumbled, they generated 1,000% returns. Yes, 1,000% return. Sorry, everyone, got kicked out one more time. Okay, so in about a week of crypto, when the market went to the pooper, right, about a week and a half ago, and everyone was like selling and going insane, my algorithms scalped and shorted the entire market for 1,000% return. They did in like 3 days. So yeah, I'm pretty invested in them. I'm pretty excited, and for me personally, that's where most of my focus will be. In terms of like my growth and development, is on them because that's something that I'm gonna master, especially the algorithms with. I'm gonna create classes on it and courses on it, the whole nine in crypto. TWR doesn't really do crypto at all, so it's like a separate thing that I'm doing on my own. I already have a couple partners and people in there as well, like people that are willing to do it with me. But honestly, I believe crypto, if you have an edge over it, right, an edge. So Devin, please email me because I'm gonna lose all the chat when we close the Zoom. So email me again, everyone, at DC Interactive. Just tell me if you're looking for, what are you looking for? Do you want the Squeeze Pro class, the Explosive Indicators class? Do you want the Passive Income class, like mentorship, like whatever you want, just tell me, okay? And there's my email address. But anyway, I'm a true believer, and I'm one of the few, to be honest. Like, no one else really out there kind of believes me or agrees with what I'm saying, but I really don't care because I have the data to back it up. Like these crypto algorithms have been making like 3 to 4 figure returns almost every week since I launched them back in December. Like they are destroying the crypto market profit-wise. It's freaking insane. So I'm going to be spending a lot of my trading development in the crypto markets, probably not this month, but probably starting in February, because the money in return is just so insane. It's like, why not, So that's kind of the question about that. All right, so that's all I have for everyone today. I do have to go. It's been great being with all of you. Seriously, thanks for being here. Thanks everyone that gave me kudos on the class. I really do appreciate it. The passive income class is tomorrow. It's going to be at, let me look at the time real quick for you guys before we go here. 1 second. So it's going to be tomorrow for another hour or two. Because I like doing the class a little bit longer because I have a lot to cover. It's going to be from 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So 12 p.m. PST to 2 p.m. PST. So if anyone's interested in that passive income class, so by the way, okay, just to be clear, I'm just not going to show you how to create passive income in crypto, okay? I'm going to show you how to create passive income with anything, any business you could ever imagine. You'll tell me, I'll show you the strategy behind it, how to construct it. It's insane. Now, this class, honestly, should probably be worth like $1,000, okay? But I'm new to the scene, and I'm building a brand and credibility right now. So I'm offering it super cheap. All I ask with this class as well is just, just give me some good feedback. Give me some good testimonials. Please email me some testimonials about it. Say what you got about it. Yes, James. Tomorrow it'll be 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? So everyone, honestly, if you're in my Discord server, please, I really request of you, can you please write a testimonial about this class? you know, good or bad, I really don't care. Just really say like how it was for you, what you learned, what you got out of it, because I really appreciate it. And if you're not in our Discord, email me as well. I can send you a link. We have a free version as well, no problem. And then also, if you do not have Discord and you don't want to be in Discord, please email me a testimonial as well, okay? Because right now I am building my brand. So I do want people to know kind of like who I am, what I'm about, and what I could provide people, because they really do care about y'all. And with that being said, we are done. So thanks everyone for being here. Honestly, you guys have all been fantastic. You guys go out, have a fantastic weekend, enjoy yourselves, and maybe I'll see some of you tomorrow. Okay, so once again, dcinteractive@gmail.com. If you have any questions or you want like literally anything about this class, like you want the passive income course, you want to do mentoring, you want to buy courses with us, you want to be in Discord with us, anything you want, just email me. I got you. All right, everyone. Have a great day. Take care.